never gonna die.
That's history. It's time to make some more here. You can see the players.
What's up, Rockland?
We already up
Lock
here
in.
the
I've never been so
pretty
excited,
sure
but
this
also
crowd
dreading a finals.
is ready to go
Oh
as
my,
well.
oh my.
It's a Sunday night in Texas, everyone. You know what that means. It's time for a grand final.
And no surprise here, the Let's Go Optic chant already
What is this
started.
Tron-ass
We're gonna be
music?
so formal, hyping up the crowd, making sure that they're getting up and they're getting loud, and we are underway in game number 1.
And why wouldn't you start with
Blade
the man
Runner
on
ass
your screen?
soundtrack.
He's already made history. He continues to make history. Legend, the man we're talking about, of course, has the opportunity to do what no one outside of North America has managed to do, to lift a trophy.
Why are there
and
children
call it
screaming outside my
The man
window?
on your screen right here, Stellar, he was quoted this weekend as saying there was only one player in the world that we were making a team change for, and that was the French phenom in Legend. He's brought them here undefeated so far in Arlington. Can they finish the job up against Optic Gaming?
Well, it's been a really strong start here for Optic Gaming. Of course, they have to do the hard work here. They have to reset the bracket and beat Space Station Gaming not just once, but twice. A great start for them. You can see they've already got over half that first hill converted,
ladies and
and they're still stood
gentlemen.
inside of it.
Formal and full Predator mode here. Invisible with the snipe. We'll see what he can do. Shots coming in, though, from Sandbags.
I'ma
and
just
Pillars.
lean out the
This is
window
gonna make
and be
things
like,
quite
yo.
difficult. 3 will fall. Trippy is your only player alive.
Are
That
y'all
would be a
green
4-dead
wall or
3-1
SSG,
for
bruh?
Space Station.
Lock
They
in.
respond, and they arrest the Optic Gaming progress at about 75%.
Green wall versus
I
Monte.
mean, so many times there when you lose the camo
SSG.
across that initial hill time, you kind of give this first hill up, right? But
I don't know,
what
bro.
that is
Who
from
sponsors
Space Station,
SSG?
Somehow they spot out Formal with that camo and make it a non-effect on the map. Stella has the sniper rifle as well. He's putting it to use.
Almost connects on the third. That mud push will come in from a teammate, though, and off of that pressure, off of the timing, looks like it should have come in early. Finally, he takes down Lucid, but Lucid buys a bit of time for the squad. However, most importantly, look at the scoreboard tied up on the first hill.
I mean, Deadzone doesn't want to poke because he knows that sniper rifle and he knows the teammate that he used to sit alongside is
Oh, well,
pretty
that's not
damn
fun
good
to
with it.
say.
Stella
Jeez.
starting off in championship form as Optic
Chris
find
Monte's fun to
themselves
say.
3 dead, and SSG
Yeah,
is away from
I
the
don't know,
win.
Rockland.
It's a staggered 3 dead as well. Lucid is Sandbags. He's the only hope to
Probably
apply pressure
SSG.
Right now. You see the rest of the players coming in from scoreboard. This should
Simply
finish.
because they also have winner's advantage.
First hill go to SSG, and it will be indeed SSG who's
Like, if
straight
Optic
first, as Stella has started this game
As SSG
at
caps the first hill,
5
if
and
Optic wants to
1.
win
And it sounds
this
silly,
finals,
but the man doesn't miss very often.
they're gonna
It
have to
looks like
work
he's
for
trying
it.
to
They're
get
gonna
that
have
right
to
now.
win
Still
this
3
shit.
dead for Optic. Take a look at that top left.
There's no
Still
eking it
controlling
out
here for
or-
Space Station. They're now outslaying
You know what I'm saying? Like,
17-14
they're gonna have to earn
Not
this
only
shit.
that, like you say, they've won the rotation as well. It's not just the first hill. They are set up inside the second. They have the tower. And Stella,
Jesus Lord.
he takes to the stars, disappears into the ether, but
Trippy just got generationally shit on.
Want to see him.
Up close and personal, beautifully done there. Just having the QT right on the QT spawn spot to land that melee very cleanly, and that leads to a little bit of more control on the board for SSG. However, Trippy with a big opportunity here. 2 dead for his side, and he needs to slow it down.
Yeah, it's an opportunity, but with those kills going in the favor of Space Station, he has
Holy
to just stay alive
fuck.
now. Because if he challenges and he gets spotted out, there's going to be 3 or 4 Space Station Gaming members who are going to be able to hunt him down so quickly. So all of this time, it's just free time for SSG. Trippy now has to make his play.
Really is. Let's see what he can do. He does pick up 1. That's going to lead to 3 dead for SSG. It's very good timing. They're going to look for the last one as well. But once again, it's answered back by the side of Optic. A clean 4 dead. Very well executed by Optic Gaming. Excellent patience from them. Now they will begin scoring on hill number 2.
He's got a sniper rifle as well. So there's an opportunity here for him to get that first damage, break a shield, break a skull. And give Optic
Break a
some control
skull.
here. Stella gets that first kill and manages to get away. However, there's a couple of other players who Lucid's going to have to deal with here. It's a 2v2 on the map. Sniper rifle still in the hands of Lucid. But look how elusive Eco is being. He's baiting. He's waiting for help to arrive. And no!
Unfortunate. Lucid, of course, goes for the repulse there, bottom mid, but just
What the
taps
fuck
his
are
head
we
against
doing?
the bottom of the ceiling, and instead going to fly off and lose snipe. So what should have been clean control and a 4th dead
You're being
player
dead ass
on
in the
side of
finals?
Space Station actually will go to
SSG
Space
is gonna get the
Station
cap
control.
now.
We're going to get this.
In a game of margins, that's what can cost you. SSG, they managed to break, and Optic will find themselves.
Man
3
pulled a
dead. They know
myth?
where the
That's
last player alive
crazy.
is, and that's going to be Trippy. And Trippy says,
That's
"I know I'm
1-800
gonna have to
super
give this one
fucked.
up." He's trying to buy time, but Eco just has to dip his toes in.
SSG's just fucking with him.
Able to convert, but I love
The SSG
this from
steps out.
SSG.
They're trying to
get
gain
kills
some
before they convert.
advantage on the
They're trying
map
to
before
take
they hop in
rotation
there
with
for a
them.
second
There
and
should be a
convert
play
it.
there. Yes, indeed. They buy a little bit of extra
Yeah.
time off the game clock. A little bit of min-maxing coming out from the side of SSG, but I cannot
The
stress
SSG's
enough
locked the fuck in,
how
bro.
big of a blunder that
Lucid's
was.
jumping
Eco
off
was
the map.
Only player alive on C plat.
Almost 3 and
Lucy
8.
trying to stay alive back tower. Because he falls, that hill gets forfeited. What should have been an Optic Gaming hill goes to SSG, and just like that, they lead now 2-0.
Optic is already looking outclassed in
2v2
this
inside
series.
the garage. You can see the Bound is alive and he's got that QT, which is such a problem to deal with inside of this particular hill.
Nice shots.
So are perfect shots. As Bound will hit the 5 onto Formal, and he's still got some QT to work with here. So Optic, even if they see Bound, they're only going to see him for a second.
That was a clean 4 dead. Where's this first pick go? It's a triple concrete pillars push coming in. See if Bound can fight against
Oh, believe me, they have a coach who's much more intelligent and experienced
Trying to bait Bound in there.
than
I think they
I.
were expecting him to have that QT a little bit longer, maybe waiting to see if he was going to try and
I think
use
playing
the
against
ball
a
to
team
get
like
behind enemy
SSG is
lines.
just a
Instead,
different
it
beast.
just disappeared in time.
You just cannot
Making that
fuck
push
up
a little
against
bit
them.
easier for them. Optic have won this little fight. There's still a skirmish that's gone on, but it's all around the camo. And as you say, even though they won the fight, they don't have the space to walk forward and pick up the power up.
Yeah, quite a delay there on that camo. As you saw, it came all the way back into cuts right onto the dummies.
Nice
So
jump.
Bound is the one that gets the communication about exactly where it was on the map, and he's going to start the new push.
It was pretty much tied up. Trippy still inside. Oh,
Kind of a scam.
big win from Trippy. That's going to
Didn't
take
clears right.
the camo out of the game, but it wasn't without a little bit of damage to the numbers of Optic Gaming. Stella flies in for yet another trade. It's going to be 3 dead momentarily here for Optic Gaming as SSG step back into that hill. And this fight here, this could be Optic's last chance.
Oh!
With the fight on Bound, Trippy's going to fight as well.
Lucid wins an unwinnable.
John Saloon and Optic stand up.
Lucid was the only player alive on cuts. He wins
What the
first
fuck?
1v1 against Camo, then he flies scoreboard, somehow wins the second one against Keydort, and by that time,
Game-saving play from Lucid right there.
And somehow they will steal this hill out from SSG.
That is a
Put the
game-saving
hill
sequence
on
from
the
Lucid
board.
right
An
there.
amazing
If Lucid does
individual
not make that
effort
play,
coming in
they
from
go
Lucid.
down
It's a clean
3-0 in the
just
King of the Hill
when
game.
Optic needed it. If it's 3-0,
And they
you
have
start
almost
looking
no
at game
chance of
clock.
coming
You start
back.
thinking maybe the time is going to be a problem for us to get back in this game. But 2-1, completely different feel.
Pretty sure Onset is
Enormous
saying what
play
I
there.
just said.
Otherwise, we'd be at 3-0 here. Lucid with just an enormous effort coming off of cuts to win those 2 battles. And as we said, by the time that all happened, the cavalry was in. With Optic Gaming trailing here 2-1 with 2:29 left on the clock. Let's get into a listening.
It's a good initial time for SSG.
That's now.
Optic still has their work cut out for him here, but the window's open. That's what separates the great players from the rest. House is being able to take the counterpunch, have unfortunate and tragic shit happen to you, and to be able to just shake it off and go next, to not let things affect you mentally. Being able to stay locked. We joke about locking in all the time, but being able to stay locked is dead ass a skill, and it's one of the best skills you can have, especially at this level of competition. This is great fucking time for Optic. Here comes the push from SSG. And Optic ties the game. A little over 2 minutes on the game clock.
Bottom middle, one guy bottom middle, on repo spawn. I have a snipe, Joe.
Ugh.
I'm here, Joe.
You heard the crowd.
Watch this.
3 dead for SSG.
Go tower. Somebody go tower.
All dead for SSG. Yeah, somebody gotta go tower and block the fucking spawns.
Yeah. I think top nest.
No, they spawn green. They spawn green.
Look at that. Look at the box.
That is such a fortunate spawn for Optic.
We jump out of the comms, it's composed as it
Because they get to hold
always is,
tower
but,
side.
I mean, talk about composure. The man on your screen right
And
now,
SSG
the
has to
only
hit
reason
through.
Really, Andy, this game is how it is that 1v1 that was won just moments ago.
I mean, really, what a different
They give up tower. Okay, it's gonna get sus now.
Tied 2-2. Look at the progress on that hill as well. Optic's about to close out.
SSG
the third
flips
goal at
tower.
hill as well. They've answered back in such a big way. They're currently outslaying 59-53.
Well, they're 4 dead.
Where does
That's the
Optic spawn
problem
here?
right
They
now.
should
Doesn't
spawn
matter how
green.
much of the hill you've got. It's about closing it
Dead
out.
zone
Put
spawns
that
by
point
himself.
on the board, and
Fucking
SSG
camo.
now
That
have their
sucks.
opportunity with a couple still dead here for Optic.
Now Optic spawns
to really
dummies.
establish
Did
themselves
one spawn
on this
green?
top middle hill. Pretty sure they've got
One
control
spawn
of the
green and the rest
tower,
spawn
but look at the
dummies?
push it back green. Numbers been evened up momentarily.
2v2 on the map.
SSG is getting a shit ton of time here, though.
Both sides. Let's see if
And
they can
Optic's
hold here.
just gonna
This
square
is
A
big
plat.
moment. Might be an SSG grab if they hold.
I mean, Bound is playing this so well, but Eco
Trippy's in.
Trippy's
Trippy's getting the time. Trippy's getting time. Trippy's just gonna cap this.
Stood inside of that hill.
Trippy just capped it.
Here, but they won't
Trippy just walked into the hill and capped that shit. What is going on? Optic just took the lead 3-2.
Oh boy, Stellar answers back right away. 3 dead here for Optic. Dead zone's your last player alive, but what a push coming in from Optic there off of concrete and pillars. That's not easy to do. You're coming uphill, you're coming through a very narrow corridor.
What is going on?
Into the mix. They get top mid, Bound gets just pinched. He can only isolate the sandbags kill there. It's not enough. And is it out? Oh my god. Stellar though, controlling top tower, a beautiful no-scope. And in addition to that, they've already got some points on the board. But keep in mind, this is do or die for SSG. They cannot forfeit this hill, as 4 hills will win the game.
Well, they're continuing to keep Optic Gaming down in numbers at the moment. They're picking Slay up after Slay. It's Formal who was last alive. Lucid just come off respawn as well. And you can see that Eco is hunting. Now, Optic do have a sniper, I'm pretty sure, in the hands of Formal, but look at the damage output from Eco here. Every bullet that goes into a different Optic Gaming member
SSG basically has that cap.
down by 1 or 2 seconds.
Is Optic going to give this?
They're already Space Station are moments away from capping this hill.
Gets the trade as well.
Yep.
As you say, 3 dead. Formal's your last player alive. This hill will go.
Optic got to be careful. I think SSG is going to get camo too.
Here. SSG versus Optic. And how fitting in game number 1, the next hill, sudden death.
And Optic goes 3 dead, and SSG gets a fortunate spawn and a rotation, but they're going to get initial time as well. Optic again is going to have their work cut out for him.
Gives the same pattern as the first. SSG win the green hill and rotate to tower, and almost like we saw before, Formal has to make a play of back tower now to try and break.
Doesn't get the clamor there. We'll see if it costs him in the end. He doesn't get the help he needs. That will lead to 2 dead for the side of SSG, and Formal just desperately trying to stay alive here at tower.
This is such an important battle as well. It's a 2v2 all-round tower. Whoever wins this, just get the position of this hill. Formal not only wins the fight, but he comes back for Bound as well.
Oh, Bound wins a big one.
Wow, somehow it looks like team nade though. Comes
yeah,
in
that's a team nade.
Formal's going to get the kill on Bound, so that's a team nade from the side of SSG that will take him down in the end. So just about neck and neck here on the 4th hill. Keep in mind also 119 left on the game clock.
Pretty sure the Legend has the QT as well, so he can afford to just overextend, be the aggressor for his team, get damage down and being able to retreat. It's going to be important.
Optic should still have C-plat side of the map.
Look how Eco is having to play this slow.
They're in time now.
For his team at the moment.
Trippy has tower.
Allowing other players to move around his position to clean up those kills.
Of course, unsurprisingly, based on what we're seeing from his POV, that he would be leading his team in assists right now with 14 on the board. Finally, he's taking.
It should be time for Optic, I think.
As Optic Gaming continues to score.
No, they're all weak. They're all weak. It should be time for Optic, yeah.
Brought it right back as they're right back here, tied neck and neck.
SSG's hella far.
All eyes on this last hill.
Oh, I like that chow. That's a big kill by Legend. Legend gets away back tower. 1 minute game clock. Here comes the push from SSG. SSG should break tower side here. Yep. 2 kills for Optic though. 2 on 2. Optic somehow gets trades and cross maps right there. Optic's gonna break tower right back.
They come up to sandbags right away. They start to push.
Oh my god.
Unbelievably, Space Station had great control, so we're 2v2 on the map here.
How does Optic just flip out of that? Beautiful click flank from Lucid. So much damage.
Might be massive for Optic Gaming. The repulse keeps him alive. But Stella's going to come back here to challenge. Bound will be in the position as well to try.
SSG breaks tower.
To that hill. Sniper rifle in his hands.
Where is Optic at? Optic is far.
This could be an SSG game.
It was 2 dead for Optic yet again. Look at the spawners, all in back green. Optic's going to have 1 more push here. We'll see. A few pushes to put together. All they need is 1 push, of course, to get the hill themselves.
Got the camos.
Eco gets camo.
They've got all the toys, but they don't have any mistakes. 7 seconds left on that game clock.
Somebody's got to get in the hill or we're going to go to OT. Wait, does it go to a new round? Does it go to a new round or does it go to just more time? It just goes to more time, okay.
Ooh, Eco has to go. He's got to go right now and make a play.
He's going to make this play, but it's dead zone!
He's going to do it!
Optic should get it!
Who wins the 1v1?
Oh my god. Optic takes game 1.
What beautiful patience coming in from Optic there, as you see.
Yo,
Eco with the
yo, he said dead zone, he said holy shit, man.
They keep the game clock at 0. And what felt like we were going to get a little bit of extra time on the clock to see how things played out.
Also,
instead results in Optic
shout out
Gaming
me, bro. I still don't know how to fucking overtime rules work.
Optic Gaming was trailing 2-0 early on in the game. They bounce back. They win 4-3 and also outslay in the
Bro,
end.
Optic SSG has not disappointed this weekend. Holy shit.
Because you could see that SSG looked a little bit split on what they wanted.
These games
to
are fucking
prioritize on
nuts.
the map, and even though they were a little bit split.
Will kind of regurgitate the same thing. We made this team change to take down the current world champions. We've heard it now for 2 decades. However, how special a moment that the 2 teams that made the biggest team changes, the ones that are the most talked about in the league to take down FaZe, are now up against one another. And all
finally, my brothers, lock in for the game 2.
The first LAN event, they're up against one another. That is testament to how strategic, how intentional these team changes were, that these 2 are now going up against one another, and we are here in game number 2. OPTIC Gaming leading Space Station 1-0.
We thank you for humoring us, everybody. We're back into the gameplay. Like you say, OPTIC up by 1 in our grand finals. A little reminder, they will have to win this series and another against Space Station to call themselves champions, but it's been a good start for them so far in this series. However, not such a good start in the game. They're down 4-1.
Bound picks up 2. The really nice strategy they're coming in. Tries to shroud B.
Good start for SSG.
The shotgun Lucid tries to get away with something crafty. In the end, though, Bound is wise to it. He picks up the double, and off the back of that, it's an early 4-1 lead. Look at him as well. Pushes Lucid back one more time.
Oh my god, he's buying so much time here. So much time. Just holding off that B Street spawn. You saw the dead zone kind of got behind them. I'm not sure if it was a spawn that was back Ivy or if he'd managed to sneak in, but by holding off the players in front, it allowed the rest of SSG just to deal with him, and now it's at 8-3.
Really, really well done there coming in from the side of SSG, as you say, to answer back. We'll see what Seller could do here with the camo on the prowl.
AR in his hands. Doesn't even
Beautiful.
fire a bullet. Now he fires the bullets and it turns into a double kill for him.
What nade just hit him?
He will get taken down, which means that the camo is good for 2. But no more at the moment. 10-4 the score at the moment. And as the gap starts to widen, the OPTIC fans realize that maybe the team on the stage needs a little bit of a helping hand. They start that OPTIC chant, but at 10-4, I think SSG will recognize that as something good as well.
Here comes the driveway push. That's going to be cleaned up immediately. Kills are traded out. 2v2 on the map as the driveway push comes up from OPTIC Gaming. Space Station able to answer it there on B rails and B, and think we'll just kind of even out and slow back down at 12-6.
Formal finds himself a battle rifle as well up on the balcony, which is so good for doing that long-range damage against the Bandit. Has a little bit more range and a little bit more ability to output damage those players who are across the map. And not only the battle rifle as well, it's going to be 3 dead, and the red gun is in the hands of OPTIC Gaming as well. So they can keep Space Station at bay here. Those kills time perfectly with the camo coming up, and Formal might be able to get away,
and he doesn't get away with it.
To make sure that he doesn't.
Yeah, he's there for just an extra second, but most importantly,
Trippy does
he
get
needed
it.
to bring it to the beast.
He's gonna die though. It's a good burn.
OPTIC Gaming with very good timing on the initial kills. However, it might have been just a bit too early on the grab, and it punishes them. Now 15-9, camo will be burned in the end. And SSG maintains their lead quite handily, 7 kills.
Bound is quietly going about his business in this game as we're watching a little bit of Legend. He's 2-1 at the moment.
7-2 start for Bound.
Game, but he's able to lock down the commando of Tram here with this shotgun in his hands as well. Bound 7-3 as he picks up his 3rd death, but Legend is a problem here. But Formal sniffed him out, and Formal looks like he might be able to deal with him, but Legend stays alive for long enough for Dead Zone to come in and have to give his teammate a little bit of a helping hand.
OPTIC Gaming doing what they can to keep things respectable. They trail now by 5, 19-14. Kills will be traded over here in Music. Formal knows he needs to slow things down as well. It was a very good push coming up driveway. They kind of ran the same playbook on that earlier camo grab. But you have to think maybe Formal just 1 split second early coming in from the L across benches trying to get that camo back to the B stairs. It will still be a 5-kill game.
Legend's position, he's behind 2 here. Legend was creeping up on those stairs and just stayed alive long enough for Eco to get 1 and for him to trade out the 2nd. And how many times, I mean, do you remember the quadrant play where Legend was stuck on those stairs? Seems like a position that he likes to take.
Remember it well. 1 dead for each side. Here comes the push into Red Room. Going to maybe try to get a trade out. Trippy's still alive, should not get away. Legend makes sure of that. 23-17 here. Let's not forget, OPTIC 1-0 in this game type. Space Station is 0-1. However, it's been a very different start between the 2. It's still a 6-kill game.
That lead has been established and pretty much been the same for this game since it was initially picked up. And now you're going to see a big swing come in from SSG here. They want to try and take down all of the players on the pink street. Trippy's going to be weak. Formal's trying to fly across to help him. The grenade should be good enough to get the kill at least, but Formal is trying to hold it down for OPTIC. Bound will pick up another kill elsewhere. Formal will fall, and that will be OPTIC losing member after member. And now
SSG
it's an
by 8
advantage
now.
as the camo goes up, and Bound is going to collect it.
And that's a camo.
10 kills in this game.
Wow, look at this now, 29-20 in favor of SSG. Let's hear the play call from Bound and SSG with a listen in.
He's green traffic. One shot arcade, 1 shot dead end. I'm dead. C stairs on me. One's right, one shot C stairs, 1 shot C stairs. Red wing. I can backstab. Red wing. I'm watching C stairs. He's top 5, he's top 5.
Step baby.
I hear that, Legend.
Right, let's play around bound again.
You go arcade. You go arcade.
Okay.
Spikes.
Watch the back heavy.
We can be. Go arcade right now, Bell.
Yeah, one side, trippy. It's him, watch out.
Look at he jumps up.
Jump, watch out,
Back heavy. Two guys back heavy.
No, bottom mid, launch it. Kevin is sitting there, on the box. He's on the box.
Ivy, Legend. One more.
ATM, bottom mid shooting.
Back heavy weak. Back heavy weak.
This one,
Almost gets two.
Baby weak.
Shotty's up.
The baby.
Robert weak.
Good shot in.
Watch out, Robert. Arcade.
Good, you guys.
Arcade killing me.
Team,
Watch
cafe, watch
out.
out.
Living.
Cafe, cafe.
One shot from me.
Cafe, two guys cafe pushing.
He was in B1.
Two guys cafe pushing.
I'm putting shot.
The bottom mid. Push from bottom mid. Bricks now. Jumping up towers.
Optic trying to make a little run right here. Optic down by 5.
He's in burst for shot. Careful.
What's up, Z?
Have all weapons. Careful, be lit.
Watch out, Dead.
You want spikes right now?
Might run out. Let's go. Might run out.
Oh, they're almost
One
scams.
could be here.
Watch out, guys.
I'm here, Legend. Yeah, on me, bro. Legend, ice cream, Legend might be on you.
In B also.
I think he's in the corner, Legend, yeah.
B.
We can work.
It's not weak at all.
In B, stack me.
I need help.
One shot, Kevin, one shot.
One shot in B.
Okay, 125.
Optic down by 4.
All right, let's start playing together again here.
They have all weapons.
He has a stalker killed me.
Optic down by 3. Optic down by 2.
We want to trap them C, by the way. We
Yeah,
want to
be
trap
right,
them
be
C.
right.
Stop
Yeah,
going
well,
through.
Free kill.
Watch out, Dead.
Relax.
Watch out, Dead.
Just listen to me. Just
One
listen.
guys in C.
Well, from the
Oh,
listen,
no.
it's been all Optic Gaming in the scoreline. They are now down by just 2 kills in this game, and even though SSG were doing their best to keep that lead established, it's been chipped away 1 kill after another, and Optic are back in this.
And just in case you weren't keeping a very close eye on the scoreboard, Optic was trailing 30 to 20.
Oh, that's big.
Oh, that's huge.
Big sneak king coming in from Eco as well. Might separate them yet again, but Optic was trailing 30 to 20.
Oh,
Over
no.
the course of 1 minute 25 seconds,
Good
they
trade,
bring the
though.
game back.
That's so important
SSG
for
by
SSG.
4
That might be
again.
the game-winning play for
Yeah, that
them
was
from
a huge
Eco.
sequence.
Taking that camo down without taking damage, and without him, the
Optic gets away with that
Trippy
camo.
being able to impact
We're
the
probably
score
looking at a tie game.
means they can keep that comfortable lead for now. Stella's going to fly down.
SSG
to
by
finish off
5
4.
again.
2 players going to be trapped on the B stairs here. The damage is good. Can they turn it into
Wow,
a double?
Eco's
Eco,
beating
yes,
ass.
he can.
Triple for Eco.
He's going to make it 3, and that might be the dagger here for Optic.
Wow, how about that? First gets a back whack on the camo.
Big
then
fucking
answers
plays
it
for
back with a
Eco.
triple as well to maintain the 7-kill lead. Now SSG only 5 kills away from closing out game number 2.
Talk about legend bound Stella. It's so easy sometimes to forget about what a player Kevin Eco Smith is. And he's taken over this game. Can't quite win the battle there at the back of the tower. But the influential plays in this game that have made the difference have been from the end of his gun.
Bound just trying to stay alive here on tires, and B knows that there's presence here at tower. Entire SSG roster just stacked on this kind of right side of the map, with a vertical split of the map. 2 players, though, going to push back to
Tommy
Tram as
Lucid's
well.
by himself.
Such a good play,
They're going to
trying
separate him.
rebound to take down Lucid, who was
Yep.
the spawner, and now Dead Zone flies in to try and clean up the
Wow.
damage.
It's a great
Down
call
to the
by
1v1
SSG.
against Trippy. He'll win that. Dead Zone equals it out, but every kill that
48,
goes down
42.
brings Space Station closer and closer to closing out this game and tying up the series. It's 1 to go here. Stella looking to move in. 4 more will be the
GG.
victors. And
What a game from
SSG
SSG.
will answer back.
Wow, 50 to 43 is your final score, and what looked like it might have been a little bit of a wobble coming in from SSG after throwing away a 30 to 20 lead. They maintain composure, but as you said, Mark, off of the camo back whack from Eco, that really slowed down not only the momentum of Optic Gaming, but of course also the advantage that Optic could have played off of that camo. Eco also follows it up with a triple thereafter, and in the end, goes 13-11.
I mean, everybody stepping up there as Bound, who kind of led the way in kills and KD overall in
We're
that
going to be
Slayer,
here all
14 and 10
fucking
for
night,
him.
man.
But nobody on the side of Space Station went negative. And when you win by 7 kills, that's pretty impressive.
It really is. Really tells you just how tightly organized this team is. We take a look at some of those stats. And on the other side, it was Formal who did manage to drop 15 and 11. However, not enough for the green wall.
It just shows that if they get that moving, they are so good at collapsing on those final kills and clearing the way for their flag carrier that you can't really afford to let them in that base with those kills going down against you. But that's going to be the story of the next game, right? We're off to Empyrean. We've got 3 flags in front of us to win the game, or of course be it ahead as we hit the time limit. And most exciting for everybody who's watching right now, we've got 2 snipers to play with. Got all the goodies, rockets, overshield.
We're going
You
back
name it,
to
we got it.
pit.
That's right. Another thing to mention, of course, is just how much time Dead Zone has with all 3 players on the other side of the stage. Of course, with the exception of Legend, he knows what these strats have been for the past 12 plus 24 months, right, for these players and how they played each of these game types. And you know that they're relying on him to say, here's what I'm expecting SSG to do. do. This is how we played it last year, and we'll have to see if they're going to be able to tap into that advantage, tap into those strategies and the knowledge coming in from Dead Zone.
I'm not going to lie, I just had the hairs on my arm stand up for a second there as I saw Stellar versus Lucid in the first fight we see with the sniper battle. It was, nobody really won it. It's 1-1 in body shots at the moment, but Legend is going to get the early rockets here for Space Station Gaming.
What a shot.
Dead Zone. He knows what's Stellar can do, and Trippy's learning as well.
4 dead again.
This
Beautiful
motherfucker.
cleanups coming in, already outslaying 7-2 on the side of SSG.
He's doing the
All
fucking
players
shit again.
Spawning on cuts and flag. We'll see if they can collapse here. Not going to be easy.
This is where you wish you still had 1 rocket left, right? Yeah. Walk into the
All
flag,
of OPTIC is
easiest
completely
overkill.
trapped.
Clip it, ship it, put it on social media, and get yourself 1 up on those flag caps as well. Bound is going to find out where all of OPTIC are, though, and I love that Space Station are showing just a little bit of patience here, not overextending into that base, but also defensively, OPTIC have somehow got out of this.
Yeah, let's see. Ooh, Dead Zone tries to fly out of it. Needles answered immediately. This would be something special from Stellar. That is a tall task. Like you said, credit to OPTIC Gaming. I think that was a really just nice back and forth respect shown from both sides, because when you have 4 players spawning in the flag on paper, for example, in ranked,
A shot
that could
from
be an easy
Lucid.
wipe. However, SSG knew that that's not going to be easy to take down all 4 players. OPTIC knew they had a good chance to push out, and they do just that. We'll stay here 0-0 with no pulls just yet.
I don't know what your rank games look like, but that's
Oh, what the 2-tap? And Bound gets them both.
Of Sword at the moment. Bound's going to get the double, but traded out. But there is a flag.
Bound just 2-tapped the
moving here.
piss out of him.
Legend, who's going to be moving it for Space Station Gaming. It's a 2v2 on the map at the moment. Formal has 1 bullet, and he has a brain to hit.
H4F.
Of course he hits it.
I see the vision. He couldn't pick up the shot fast enough.
Its tracks. 1 dead for each side. Flag will not advance past long haul just yet.
Flag return.
Talk about the pressure of hitting that shot.
I mean, come on.
Crazy.
Unbelievable. Leave it to Formal. Unbelievable setup there that there happens to be a sniper rifle with 1 bullet right next to him. It's like something out of a Hollywood film. 2 dead for OPTIC Gaming.
I could hear Breaking Benjamin in my ears just as he picked it up. But Legend now going to be moving towards the green box. 20 seconds or so until the next set of rockets come up. Off the opening break, it was SSG who managed to at least get 1 of them, and it was Legend who got a kill with it.
Excuse me.
Around the 50-yard at the moment. You can see Eco and Bound are probably thinking about trying to make a move on the source side. Legend's job right now is to hold down green and long, but OPTIC getting aggressive here.
Here comes Formal just trying to pre-nade it. Oh, pre-nade does hit. That's a 2-man push coming in for OPTIC. However, they will lose 2v2 on the map.
Rocket's going to go to Trippy, though. Eco, the last player alive, and Dead Zone just come off the respawn as well. So Trippy smartly deciding, hey, you know what? If Eco doesn't show himself on green box to try and collect these rockets, I'm going to back up and wait for the help from my teammates. Stella should be dealt with here, and now you can see the
sneezing crazy.
They not only have rockets, they have the OV2.
1 player hiding in the mangler you just saw. We'll see if that is a factor here. Trippy might know about it. We'll see how he runs this.
Comes a pull from OPTIC.
It's going to be Bound.
Bound's going to fly, Bound's going to fall. And now you're going to see OPTIC continue that flag run. Stella did get the sniper rifle off the respawn,
I like this from Trippy.
We saw what
oh my god!
What on earth is that?
Oh my god, you kind of got the feeling when you're on.
That was a good play from Trippy.
Out of S1. He's dropped
and then he
sliding.
fucking
He's
jumped.
Hit that shot. It's an unbelievable flag-stopping play.
You're lying.
I knew it.
There's no way anyone expected him to hit that on no shields, but hit it, he does.
Oh my god.
We're in for a treat here in this
What
finals.
the fuck?
Let me tell you why I've been on the receiving end of too many plays like that. I've seen it happening in his nightmare fuel. An unbelievable shot from Stellar back against the wall to stop that flag dead. Now a run for SSG starting.
What the
Lucid
fuck?
sneaking around the back tower though, and
What
he's
the? How does Lucid spawn
so
there?
2 dead and a sniper rifle.
Did Lucid just spawn there, bro? Don't tell me.
Slayer. 8 minutes left in this game.
This
No
game
flag
is
taps,
fucking
but
unserious.
talk about.
I think everyone, goosebumps on the arms, and everyone's kind of having a little bit of deja vu of late season Stellar from last year. Remember 2023 Legend late in the year where he was hitting every shot that he absolutely had no business hitting. That shot was unbelievable to fly out S1 essentially in a 1v3 and connect with the no-scope in what feels like a violent fashion that might not even be legal in the state of Texas.
I was gonna say, maybe get away with it in Texas, maybe not some other states. Another kill here for Lucid as he tries to get aggressive on the courtyard. Stellar will be last alive for his team here and still manages to get a kill. And it's an important one as well, because that means the respawns will more than likely come in on the long haul side around the mauler. So Space Station could overextend. And I love this play from Stellar. He's thinking, if the spawns come in behind me, then I'm going to have some support. But OPTIC reading.
Good nade.
Shut it down.
even gets the detonate out there on Lucid. Not the first time we've seen Stellar using the Repulse in a very, very tactical way, right? He's not simply using it to kind of get out of situations. He's using it to not take damage in these very, very pivotal 1v1s.
Shit, that was lucky.
And then push up across the map. Eventually, he's taken down. So we'll see if OPTIC can come off the back of that kill, maybe get some mid-map presence.
How this game's going at the moment, I'm just going to put it out there that we just play this every game.
Forces the trade.
Legend has the rockets again though, and Trippy now as last alive. Stellar has the overshield, and this is a worrying moment here for OPTIC because Stellar's pretty handy with normal shields. We've already seen that, right? But now he's got a bit extra to play with.
Finally gets dinged there. Going to be happy that Dead Zone takes off essentially the rest of the overshield. See what he can do here.
I think they just couldn't find the last player alive there. You can see Stellar's running around, checking corners, and I think it was Dead Zone actually. He was just hiding away in the Mauler, and now he comes back out. Look, he gets that kill. And that's the kind of respect, again, that's been shown by Space Station. They need to find that last player. They need to be aware of where he is before they move that flag.
And what a grand final this has already been between these two. I think the winners bracket final told us that it was going to be quite a good one, but tied 1-1 here in a stalemate. CTF Empyrean as well. 6 minutes down, 6 minutes left, and we're still tied here 0-0.
Formal making a flank here. Seen Oga2 do something like this before, and he picked up a double kill. It's only one at the moment for Formal.
I know what play he's talking about.
Sniper away, and how pivotal could that be, Andy? Keeping out of the hands of Stellar and SSG could be the reason we see a
talking about Final Boss
well,
Dynasty, I
even
think.
at the help. Lucid's going to try to get through long and overextend. No, he comes back to Needles. Keep an eye on green and long here.
Formal just trying to
I think it was Dynasty. I'm pretty sure Tuger flanked runway and killed like Destin and APG or some shit.
God.
And Bound is going to fall over.
Pretty sure that's
Formal
the play he's
threading a
referencing.
needle, what he's known for there, hitting an unbelievable shot. Now going to try to hold the angle.
Eco refusing to play peekaboo with him at the moment.
Nice shot.
Legend.
Ooh, courtyard.
What?
I mean, that long haul at the moment, there's a lot of French blood over it.
Formal doing everything he can, paving the way, but Bound in the end is going to be the one that actually grabs that sniper. He does it again.
Dribble for Bound.
Kill for Bound.
Lift.
On the cuts. Not the first time we've seen something like that from him this series.
Well, what's it turn into? That's the question, right? We've seen Bound do this before. Gets an aggressive multi-kill on their opposition side of the map, and it opens up opportunities for Space Station to cap. Eco gets another, and all of a sudden the spawns are
Eco
staggered.
smushes Dead Zone. This is going to be a cap.
Is set up to spawn kill.
This is going to be a cap.
It's an immediate double courtyard push going runway. Two players for OPTIC do get out. It's Trippy and Lucid, but they have to win these team battles.
Oh! He's going to win it though, Trippy.
Ah!
It's a double kill that shuts down the final two players as Legend slams the flag home for Space Station. Beautiful teamwork coming in from SSG. They're up by one.
Beautiful teamwork and beautiful timing. Take a look at how late Formal died on the pit box. That was really important. I think everyone saw as soon as Formal died on the pit box that late, he's going to get an overshield in the end, though. We'll see if he can answer back. But you had two courtyard spawners. They try to go runway and under bridge up the training ramp. Stellar actually, with help, wins both of those battles. And Legend with a very efficient
How did
run
Eco
back.
die to that?
That means SSG leads here
How did I kill him?
1-0 after 8 minutes of play with less than 4 on the clock.
Legend's in a 2v1 here. He
Bro,
bought
Legend
enough
did so
time
much
to
damage right
break
there,
the
though.
shields of one player and slow down the run, which is so important for SSG in this situation. OPTIC have got to regain, recompose, and re-kill if they want to move this flag. This time it's a 2 dead with a flag out, but there's a flying Bound in here. Or was that Stellar? Excuse me. Who manages to get the kills, but now he's last alive. The flag is still out here for OPTIC. There's still a chance.
Let's see what he can do. Right now, just trying to play these angles very selectively. He gets the help he needed as well.
Space Station are going to have that one go home. So OPTIC aren't able to get that touch on the flag that was away. It's still a 1 flag advantage here as we move into the last 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Worth noting, right after that flag cap, OPTIC Gaming was down 7 kills. However, now only down 2. So they're slowly getting back into this match in terms of the slay department. But the biggest concern for the green wall here is, of course, the game clock. There's just about 3 minutes left to play.
3 minutes left to play, but there's time for a sniper rifle to come up. There's time for maybe a rocket to come up, and potentially one more overshield. So are OPTIC going to try and play around that?
Bound starts to waste sniper ammo. He was getting pressured there. My gosh, just hitting everything that moves. And what looked like it was going to be a harrowing situation is actually 2 dead for both sides, which provides Bound the opportunity to move into sword.
Formal going to be there. Formal's going to body him. Bound going to challenge it.
Even going for that is fucking deranged.
The confidence of this young man. Not that we needed to know. Well, not that we needed to ask, I should say.
Let's see Bound versus Formal on the sniper battle here, both on both same sides of the map. Formal gets the early body shot and will win the sniper battle as well. Big news for OPTIC Gaming, but just like that,
no shots from
another
Formal.
One, a killing spree, a double for Formal. Let's see if he can continue on.
Stella gonna shoulder peek. Formal not gonna hit the shot. Trippy will slow it down though, but all this pressure on the Optic side of the map is good for SSG. It means they're not over that halfway mark. They're not even close to infiltrating their base and not close to tying this game up with a second.
Oh my god.
You saw it happening. And of course, Bound hits his shot.
Oh my god, a lot of style points. Oh no, Dead Zone gets it. He's gonna stay on the map, isn't
he? Stays on? What?
Oh my, Dead Zone fakes it. He's coming off the map there. Somehow the shotgun misses as well. The overshield will be neutralized, but it keeps
What the fuck? That was so weird.
In his enemy snipe one. 144 left on the clock. This is big.
Bound is chasing him, but Bound gets bodied. And now you're gonna see Dead Zone is a problem for Space Station. Optic trying to formulate this push. Eco down as well, and not for the first time in this series. It's ex-teammate that is causing Space Station's problem.
That was 3 dead. Stellar was your last player alive. It's a 1v1.
What the fuck is going on?
Gets a back smack, but there's more kills.
What the hell is that?
They have to slay one more time before the flag run.
Eco goes into the flag. He throws a nade up onto the plat. It's a brilliant nade, but the shots are pretty good as well. It's 4 dead. It's 4
What
dead
the
for
fuck?
SSG.
What the fuck?
As Optic rally late.
Unbelievable. Stellar was your first spawner. He's already weak there on the sniper ramp, as you see. Let's see where the next spawns come in as well.
Space Station still with some members in the death screen. Stella flies behind him and manages to get that
Did Optic
kill.
get that across?
But
They
Lucy,
did!
with no shields, has got the flag back to the Optic side. Now he needs to kill. Now he needs to slay. Or maybe he just pushes them all
Oh
away.
my
It's
god.
a flag on the board now
Optic
for
ties the
Optic.
game.
They tie it up with 50 seconds left.
Unbelievable play from Dead Zone. Let's not forget, off of that overshield play, he somehow stays on the map. He times the grab on the OV. He gets it full, and he stays alive.
What
Even
the
though
fuck?
the overshield was neutralized, he gets into the court. He gets into S1, and with help, gets the kill on Bound. Stellar was your last player alive. Green, he still stays alive for one more Slade rotation. The patience out of Optic Gaming was brilliant, and now with 30 seconds left on the game clock, safe to say next flag's wins. We're likely going to overtime here.
It's fascinating, right? So much to talk about. Lucid, of course, throwing the flag off to his teammates, but then having the repulse to force the player back through green is what causes that cap to go home without any trouble. 8 seconds left on the game clock. Nobody in position to pull it for Space Station.
I don't think there's going to be a touch
and we
here.
are going to go to overtime here.
Ugh.
Wow, what a game number 3. And we will see the game tie
Holy
here
piss,
in round
man.
number 1. And as you see on your screen, we are headed to overtime off of the late game capture from Optic Gaming.
He started applauding with the game. I was like, bring it on. I'm enjoying it.
We are having a great time here in Arlington. We hope you are, whether you're joining us in the room or watching online as well. We hope you're enjoying just as much as we are. Very nice fadeaway from
Rockets
Formal against
burned.
Eco's Rockets. We'll even things out here off of the opening break. By the way, Optic is now outslaying 80-76 despite trailing by 10 kills earlier.
One thing that's interesting to talk about here is when we get to overtime, especially on a map like Imperium where there's so much available off the break. If you win the opening break,
Big kill.
you can win the game with a flag cap. Legend is in a position to put pressure on, and I'm pretty sure it was Lucid who was last alive with that snipe for Optic.
Last player alive on
dead.
the cuts. He
He's
finally
dead.
gets taken down. Let's see how this plays out. They bought him a little bit of time, and Lucid makes sure that flank doesn't get ran right away. But with 2 dead for Optic, they need to be very careful here.
Legend's got the
Oh, good
support.
run.
Stella's there with a sniper rifle on the long hole. Trippy's going to take him down, and Trippy's going to take the 1v1 with Stella.
Oh,
Formal gets the
big kills
nade.
from Optic.
It's a battle of
Big
the
kills from
long hole,
Optic.
Trippy gets 2 to keep the game alive.
Bound's your last player alive. Surely
And they might get a grab here.
There's no way he's in any position to challenge this one.
Oh,
This
no,
fight
he's fucking
should go.
up.
Trippy's going to go right away. Right now, all SSG players spawning in the court.
You felt this was surely an SSG game, but now Optic Gaming are thinking counter cap. We can get this one going. It was Stella with the snipe on the long haul. who
SSG
took
does
the
get
shots,
through.
But now it's
2 of them OE'd.
Dead Zone
And
who
Trippy's
has
fumbling the flag
advantage.
everywhere.
Legend is alive in the look. 2 players
There's
here.
2.
Bound and Legend have overextended all the way across the map into the main.
They have to kill Bound.
Not just stay alive. If they get these kills, then they may be able to counter cap the counter.
Stellar's on the re.
Counter cap on counter cap. The return
What
comes
the hell is
from
Onset
SSG
saying?
As Optic fail their opportunity to win the game.
Oh my God, what a set of plays back and forth, an absolute tug of war there on the long haul, and that's a tale as old as time as far as competitive Halo goes, dating all the way back to 2007. A beautiful thing to see, and off of the opening 2 minutes of chaos, we are still tied here in overtime.
Catch your breath. That was a little bit too much for overtime. Stella gonna be flying S1 at the moment, trying to survive. Trippy trying to keep the pressure on, and gonna be a little bit more difficult for him to do as a teammate will fall elsewhere on the map. There's the force push again.
Oh, big
from the
win.
repulse. But it's going to be OPTIC.
3 dead for
Gaming,
OPTIC.
whose their push ultimately fails here as 3 players will fall. Dead Zone last alive again as the Rockets come up.
1v1 here momentarily. Dead Zone versus Bound in the green hole. For the Rockets, Dead Zone.
Oh, big win by Dead Zone. He got 2.
Back. Not going to be easy with the pressure coming in, so it's good damage that SSG can capitalize off of. And the chaos continues here, unsurprisingly, in green. Rockets will fall.
Everyone is exploding in the green box. And while that's happening, Legend has decided, hey, you fight for the Rockets. I'm going to go and pick up the overshield, and I might be able to flank all of the carnage, all of the problems, and pick up some kills myself. Knows that Lucid's on that training, and Lucid, again,
Can't find him.
a small thing to talk about, but the way he buys time for his team is so impressive. Stella finally deals with him. Dead Zone in the 1v1. Legend will win that. It's new teammate against ex-teammate, and he gets that flag moving once more with OPTIC 2 dead.
He starts to run right away. He goes plat. Very smart.
God.
Oh
Great
my
movement
God,
coming from Legend.
bro.
He should be able to get through long haul. He does. Where are the nades?
This brother's flag runs are fucking
Hit just
insane.
yet. Has to slow down, though. Look at Formal. Look at Formal.
Oh, Formal.
Formal's got a sniper. They had no idea that Formal had snuck down the long haul. And Formal has almost single-handedly stopped this. Eco going to be trying to pressure him.
Oh my God.
Formal no stranger to pressure as Lucid picks up yet another kill. And now Legend is last alive inside of the...
Oh my God. It's for him.
Do not leave Formal on your
He gets the
side.
flag out.
I don't know what Legend did to Formal, by the way, but he hates
Oh, what the hell?
Unbelievable. Back and forth. Dead Zone will fall. Formal
Did he
will
get a
fall.
fake
However,
melee?
that
I think he
flag
lunged into
may
the
not
wall.
see any more distance off of the flag stand. 1 minute 13 left in overtime, and you get the feeling after about 17 minutes of appearing CTF that we're going to see even more.
I say this as
Oh my God, if they have to
as
replay this,
possibly
I'm
can
flipping
to
my desk.
Everyone who's here and watching, I am casting this with the biggest smile on my face. This is the most ridiculous game of Imperium we've seen in some time.
Seriously, absolutely just, as we said, tug of war gameplay between these two, back and forth, just equally matched. And now, 45 seconds left on the clock. Bound continuing to rack up kills and assists on the board.
Just a second again for the map to reset.
Holy shit.
Will be taken down as Eco keeps his
This brother
good
is
teammate alive
moving.
here, Bound on top of the tower, but the sniper rifle ammo is now out.
30 seconds.
30 seconds remaining. Is there time for anyone to go forward? Does anyone want to risk it at this point, Andy?
Great question. You're seeing right now with 20 seconds left on the clock, it would have to be a very, very fast movement across the map to even get the flag off the stand.
Well, there's one person who can move pretty quick, and he's on your screen right now. His name is Bound. As maybe they're going to think about just wrapping back through.
I think they're going to hold for a replay.
Through to make sure that no OPTIC Gaming member is in a position to pull that
Yeah, we're going to replay Pit.
To be honest, we have a replay being tied up. Oh, what a game.
I hate my
What a
life.
game. And as you said, I don't mind seeing more between these two, and we'll have to get word from the officials if this is a straight replay or if it will be the first to one based on the league rules. In the end, though, we can tell you OPTIC Gaming outslays 109 to 104, only by 5 kills. In the end of the game, we need to talk about some of the numbers because Formal is dropping 40 bombs. He goes 40 and 20 in that game.
I mean, 3 of the kills, I think, essentially stopped a flag cap or contributed to a flag cap.
There's so much power in numbers in Halo Infinite in general, however, especially on this map. These teams are desperately trying to just stay together on the map as they advance, and we are back underway. Sudden death, double overtime here. Next flag will win.
I'll be honest, I needed the break. Anyway.
Y'all heard him. Next flag
2
wins.
minutes. Sorry to say, 2 rockets, excuse me, are going to be picked up here by Trippy, and they are pretty much uncontested by the looks of things. And this is looking like a very strong start for OPTIC Gaming. Stella up on his island, up on the tower.
Oh my God, dude.
Trippy has rockets.
How cool and calm can you stay on top of your turret when you have
This
a
guy's
rocket
Stellar
player,
is fucking
Trippy,
unbelievable.
No less, flying at your top snipe ramp, and he just hits the perfect timing on the jump, the body shot, and the melee. Doesn't even trade with rockets. What a counter from Stellar.
Well, Stella's going to have to do it again, though, because Formal was picking up snipes.
What?
Trippy, that was Trippy again! Could you imagine?
Trippy goes into VOD review on a Thursday or a Friday, like they were talking about. It's like, I don't care what you say, I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong.
I cannot believe that. Stellar has Trippy's number.
Oh my God.
Boy, but Formal also answers back with a shot from the long haul, which means
pull
for SSG. Look
for
at the
OPTIC?
team makeup here. Can Dead Zone make a play on the third player?
This is a really big 1v1. Legend gets
Oh, what a trade from Eco.
Trade from Eco. If he goes down,
Can they stop saying the same shit I'm
There's
saying?
an opportunity for them to get that flag through the needles and maybe towards the OPTIC side of the map. That's the margins. That's what we're talking about. A trade.
Put me in the casting booth,
Especially
bruh.
because Bound had already made the decision to go sword. If he was doubling back to cuts, it would be a different story. However, Eco getting that trade on the flag prevents
5-1
the
for
run
Lucid, make it
entirely.
5-2.
Stellar not not done yet, but man, back and forth between these two. What will separate them here in Empyrean CTF as we've now played a little bit over 20 minutes of this game time.
Guy is fucking blading.
I mean, it's just a shot you expect him to hit. It's not like it's an easy shot either. It's just an easy shot for Stella. Just rips Formal apart. Trippy down as well, and this is starting to look worrying. The only good news is he's got no sniper rifle ammo left, but he might find a little bit here if he gets this trade. Dead zone. He will fall. Formal is last alive, and Formal is trying to buy time. Eco gets the
Oh,
time.
what the hell?
Legend will get the
Bait and
kill.
switch flag
Maybe
run?
This is the moment for SSG.
What
They're
the
gonna drop.
fuck?
Whoever gets their shields first will continue that run. This flag is good. Big kill there from Lucid.
Oh, but they
there's
both
more work to be
died.
done.
How did they get 2 kills inside of the base? From there, the flag is pretty much dead. Stella and Bound are last alive.
What the hell?
And OPTIC again with a last moment goal line stand defensively as the Rockets are back up.
What a win from Lucid on the flag ramp facing first BR. He gets the fadeaway, just drops into the flag. And as you said, there was more work done off screen we didn't get to see. But Legend and Eco were both taken down by the OPTIC spawners, and we will stay here scoreless.
Lucid got a little bit of flank here around the Rockets because he knew he didn't have the numbers.
Ugh.
Gets one onto Stella. But it is going to be Space Station who get the Rockets for now. Eco retreats to his side because he knows someone's here and manages to get the kill. OPTIC are 3 dead.
Still one rocket down.
As you can see,
Formal gets it.
gets the extra rocket. And now Bound is
Now
going
he's
to be
gonna play
last
for their
alive.
snipe.
And Formal's got your snipe. And this might be the win condition, right? Even
Win condition, he
if
said the thing, everybody take a
Formal is on
shot.
the map, if you keep it
Oh my
and
god, there goes
Stella,
Bound with the optic snipe.
Then OPTIC can take over.
Look at the timing. It's like,
Oh my god, H4F!
somehow taken down. It was like clockwork there, just grabbing the rocket, hitting the splash damage, finishing the kill.
Oh!
And now
What is
Lucid-
going on?
I can't even get a single thought out without another highlight reel clip coming onto your screen. What a match.
Pick a POV. As long as they got a sniper, it's going to be entertaining. There's one thing we can guarantee. Legend and Stella, though, get the kills to clean out their side of the base, and Lucid has to retreat. Eco, I was going to say, might be in a slightly advanced position here, but Formal's dealt with him. As now it's a full rotation on the map towards green and long haul for Lucid. Looking at those sword angles, if anyone pokes, well, you know what happens.
First player to fall is Trippy. Let's see if Lucid and OPTIC
Ah!
they answer back with
No
the
one
sniper.
is missing in this
Listening
game,
with OPTIC
man.
Gaming.
Watch out, there's 2. Training. Back that, man. Back that. Watch out, the bridge sniping. Watch out, they're training. Yo, get in the sword if you can.
To the training.
Under bridge weak. There's anywhere. Yo, sniping on the short box. I killed snipe.
Oh my god, dude.
Watching his cross.
Down on all of you. Watch out, they're training as well. Watch out, they're training. Watch out, they're here. Two.
That's two also.
Yes, dude.
Training the corner, never died.
He's still weak, and a guy there's 2L. Jump in the court.
They're training down.
They're gonna get the
There's
green
2
wall,
still.
maybe.
Play for the side. Play for the
2
side.
there's 2. 2 there's 2. 3 there's 2. 2 more. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. Run away on Tommy. Yeah, ult OB and run mine. They're gonna turn.
I killed Stella on the
There's
side.
another guy around sword.
They have a sniper and sword right now. Sniper and sword going our sword.
Weapons.
We got
Bro,
the
this
green
game is
wall.
fucking
Their
absurd.
sword was sniper.
You ready to flank for these weapons,
Just
Joey?
one fucking turret.
Mauler, absolute.
Yeah, watch out there, Mauler.
There's a guy in sword. There's a guy there.
Balance, got a repulse in there. Close.
10
Short
seconds.
side, weak.
One shot inside sword.
Suck.
One shot inside sword.
Yeah,
Mauler,
horrible.
awesome.
What's going through long? I think here's something going on. Truck. Yeah, our second absolute. One shot, green weak. Our green weak.
3 shots. I didn't play OV. He has it. He's just sitting on OV.
S2.
They have one somewhere.
Nice. Still has OV sword side. He has OV sword side.
They're training. Which one?
I got shots. Shoot, melt him. He's mid-bridge. One shot the sword. Okay. Stay alive.
Optic got the flag out. Optic got the flag out.
Watch your sword. Retreat on me. Bad.
That should be game.
4 dead. OPTIC with the flag back.
Oh my god, dude.
Formal sends the crowd wild.
After how many minutes of pit flag was that? That was deadass almost 30 minutes of pit flag.
Period. CTF will be remembered for quite some time.
Nearly 25 straight minutes played.
This is
of
crazy.
CTF, and you don't always get to see that.
Also,
much of a
it's
game
been,
between
bro,
two teams, and
it's been like an hour and 20 minutes.
very
We're
rarely
3
get to
games
see
into
two
this
teams
series.
that are this evenly matched. That match and the
We're gonna
overtime
be
and
here
the
all night, man.
play are certainly indicative of that. In the end, it will be OPTIC Gaming off the back of huge kills from Lucid and Formal that will take the overtime win and take game number 3.
One of the craziest things about Halo Infinite is
I think you're right, Ease.
you've seen it all, right? You keep thinking that surely these players cannot get any better. The performance with the precision weapons in that game.
And how fitting both of them are undefeated in the map here
Surprise.
in Arlington.
And here we go to recharge for an oddball. Yay!
They want to to still think about closing it out here. However, think about it. If Optic Gaming closes out this game,
It's gonna take 27
runs up 3-1,
minutes.
you might start to see
Holy shit.
some bets going down on the second best of 7.
First picking up,
I'm fucking
game time,
losing
excuse me,
composure.
that I believe Space Station excelling. I would say it's oddball though. This is their kind of game type. And Optic
No,
will know
if
that
they
it's
tie
not
this
gonna
shit,
happen.
I'm
So
dead.
disappointed
I'm turning the
in
stream
to
off.
make sure they
I'm
don't
not gonna
push
watch.
themselves away too comfortably for Space Station to get those setups, but it's an interesting match of styles here, isn't it? We talk about Optic Gaming in these oddballs. They like to get a setup. They like to hold areas of the map. Space Station are more happy to move a little bit more transitionally, right? 2 players alive.
You know it's going to 3, bro. Why? Of course it's
move
going
it
to 3.
away from those spawners, but off the rip here, it's going to be Formal who gets that
Par for the
first
course
kill
in this
moment.
goofy ass
Those first kills
series.
too.
A tale as old as time. It's Formal with the shock.
That was so cheesy, bro. He just couldn't get the angle.
3 were dead. Minor man advantage should be able to grapple the ball and start to collect some time.
How many players do we see
Throws it
miss
to
that, by the
Trippy.
way?
Quite a few, especially in my ranked games.
Formal does not make that mistake though. Gets the oddball back to his teammates with that grapple.
Oh,
Now
timing,
goes to
timing,
work with the
timing.
shock rifle. No one to hit quite as yet. Legend might be the first target, but somehow Eco managed to sneak through the pipes there. Just
What
as
the
attention
fuck
was
is that
taken away, he finds
timing?
the double and immediately turns his brain to objective mode.
Interesting. I think maybe Optic was thinking about a rotate, but then
And
there was
them
pressure
brothers,
coming in as it was
bro, they
forward
never
Optic
saw
Gaming.
Eco
Really,
right
really nice
there.
counter from SSG as they're going to
Eco just got
start
God
to score
timing,
here, put
just
some points
walked
on the
right
board,
next to
and
him.
A very nice pre-nade coming in from Eco on top gold as well.
5-1
They're now
start
gonna
for
hold in
Eco.
pipes. It felt like Optic was thinking for a split second to Whirlpool rotate, but they had to do a little bit of an awkward play ball to the batteries, which was not really the normal play ball to bottom mid that you'd want to
Goes
see, really getting that well
hissing.
into batteries. It made for SSG for an easy pickup, and now just like that, they lead in the game.
By the way, what a start this is from Eco in this game. He's 6-1, positive 5, with only 28 seconds or so of ball time for his squad. But this has been a very, very strong pipes hold at the moment for SSG. Legend and Stellar are going to pick up more kills as well. And with the camo coming up, I'm interested to see what the play is called is from both sides. Do SSG think about maybe throwing that ball out and fighting for the camo? Or do they just hold the setup and hope they can force a burn?
Very nice job here, Eco grappling back. Making sure to change angles, but also holding shields. Look at Trippy with camo. Big, big play here. 1 dead for each side.
Ball dropped.
Goes to that ball carrier immediately as well, and you can see SSG, they know there's a camo player
I don't know
around
about
somewhere,
this.
So they throw that ball out. Bound can sniff him out. Bound's trying to get the kill,
Okay.
but Dead Zone was there to support Trippy as the
Optic
attention
breaks.
was dragged away. It's 2 dead hit for SSG, and Optic have the ball in their hands.
Surgical from Optic Gaming. Once again, how many times in this series alone have we seen Trippy taking his time with the power-up?
Not really sure what SSG was doing
Waits
right
for
there.
the help from Dead Zone as well. Very selective in kind of his target engagement, making sure he's getting
I guess
damage
they were
with
just tweaking about
minimal
camo.
damage. And just like that, Optic Gaming brings the game back within 6.
Formal's turn with the snipe. With the shock rifle now. Dead Zone and Eco are going to trade meantime. Bound's going to fly, and Bound will stay alive for now. Formal gets to clean up damage onto Legend, and now he turns his attention back to Bound, but he decides that Needle's fight is what he fancies for the time being. 2v2 on the map right now. Lucid's around the batteries. Bound with that ball in his hands, and every time they touch that ball and they reset it, it just causes a problem for Optic. Do we play for the kills? Do we play for the ball?
With 2 dead, you can tell Lucid got the go signal there. It's green light for Optic on the elevator collapse. They're going to be able to grab that one as well. That's a staggered 2 dead for the side of SSG. You see a player in pipes that Formal's already engaging with. If they pick up both of these and continue to trap in long haul, this will be more time on the board, and we will see a lead change now. Optic Gaming goes into the lead in round number 1.
They go into a lead, and not only the lead, Andy, they go into a position of such power. Look at
Optic
this
takes
setup
the
they
lead.
have. It's almost the perfect setup. If this was strongholds, they'd be holding A and B, watching those crosses.
Big win,
As
what the
Lucid
fuck?
now tries to take down Eco as well. Inside of the turbine. Eco's last player alive in the position of power. It continues. It's a 4 dead. It's a clean wipe for Optic. The lead will extend.
Really, really good damage across the board. You saw Lucid, even though he was going down in the Whirlpool, he knew to get those 2 or 3 shots with the Bandit into that final player as Eco. He had no prayer of getting out in pipes. Now it's a little bit of a rotate coming in from Optic as they start to move things toward pipe and gold, but still holding down an elevator as well.
Shroud is down bottom middle as well. Falling from the heavens is going to be a Space Station player. That's going to be Eco.
Down gets camo.
Time as well, because this was the opportunity that Optic needed by picking up the camo to turn things around before. Well, it's exactly the same now. The Space Station get it.
Here comes time for
Optic are
SSG.
4 dead. They have a full setup, and Bound still has the camo.
Wow, the timing is dangerous, as you say. It's a
We're not able to play the ball either.
Bound got
But
the
SSG
camo,
is
so he's
gifted
able
a
to get
setup.
the 5th kill as well. Lucid's the first to fall, which will now mean more points on the board, and Space Station ensuring that Optic doesn't run away with the round 1 just yet. It's an 11-point game.
You get the feeling by the time that Optic are even able to push, this is going to be essentially a tied round. Formal going to be challenging.
Big
Formal with a
win by
big
Formal.
Win. Maybe the extra bullet that came across from elsewhere was good enough to help him out in that fight. But 4 dead now for Space Station.
Big break for OPTIC though.
4 on the map, and they get 4 dead. It's a perfect break again from OPTIC Gaming.
And tons of effort on the comeback here. Look at the push right away.
Big kills for OPTIC.
SSG tried to go fast. Will this one bite them in the butt as they get taken down? And they're still on staggered spawns, which means more points on the board for OPTIC here. Big push coming in, big 1v1.
Legend gets 1. Legend still alive, by the way, on the elevator. Dead's trying to buy time, but Legend breaks through the setup almost single-handedly. Kills 2, it's 3 dead, it's 4 dead, essentially.
Oh my God.
Gaming. And the Frenchman takes over. SSG have a chance now to tie this game up if they can get their hands on that oddball.
How Quadrant-esque to even when you're down a man, you fly in the bottom elevator door and you just start making some noise and getting some kills. Just like that, we're tied here at the 83-point mark.
SSG takes the lead.
Coming in from SSG, they go into the lead now.
Trippy gets the kill though. And SSG are going to have to think about a play ball. And this is such a precarious position because if SSG play, then OPTIC have control of pipes. They're going to be able to gather that ball up almost immediately. Eco knows it's a race here to pipes.
Last player alive is Eco. Eco has big responsibility here. It's 91 to 83. This could be the last play of the game.
Oh, he's going to cut him down though. Look at this. Eco by rotating all the way through gold. Knows exactly the play call.
Oh my God.
OPTIC. Legend gets 1 as well. Eco might have
huge
just
by
won the
Eco.
For SSG with his decision making. He holds the ball in his hands, and now
he
OPTIC
hit the
will have to
perfect
watch
route.
as Eco might have closed this out.
Trippy goes for the hero play ball. It doesn't go. Eco chases him down. The last ditch effort.
Beautiful.
It's not enough. Space Station.
Holy
will get
shit.
the round 1 win on a huge comeback. It looked like it was over from the elevator push. It was a
Eco played that shit flawlessly.
Gaming, Space Station foot on the gas pedal.
4 and 10 start for Dead Zone. That is unfortunate.
They push and they catch OPTIC Gaming off guard. They win round number 1.
We'll have plenty of time to talk about that play from Eco that won them the round and the decision
that was brilliant.
that won them the round. But for now, we're straight back into the action. The first camo is going to be picked up here. You can see that Bound does not want any part of Dead Zone. Saying to his teammates, please kill this guy for me. As Stella will say, okay, I'll kill him, but as long as I can have the camo afterwards.
That Santa hat invisible for just a moment here. We'll see.
I think I might agree with you, Wang Doodle.
Terrible time of the year, but really terrible. Really hot in Texas as well, quite muggy. Early 7 points on the board for the side of SSG. He's going to swoop around the mid-bridge, pick up another one. That means it's 2 dead for OPTIC.
This guy Stellar is a fucking Jedi.
A slight lead here in this round as well. Just 7 points, but it's enough. Stella will still with that camo. Trying to nade that ball back, I think. SSG, and he's going to find an OPTIC sandwich down here at the bottom of the stairs. Two
OPTIC
players
sandwich.
on top of each other. It was a killing spree, but here comes Dead Zone again, trying to force that play ball. And that's exactly what he will do. Gets the kill as well onto Legend. Can he turn 2? Doesn't need to. Formal's alongside him. It's 3 dead for SSG, and Lucid is immediately on that ball.
Stellar's last player alive, and it's staggered there, so that's going to be a little bit more timing coming in for OPTIC. But look how low scoring this is. We have 1 minute off of the game clock so far. However, it's only 7 to 7. You can just tell the team's really preferring to get as much slaying control as they can before they hold.
Bound being a nuisance. Bound being more than a nuisance almost for
Jesus.
Formal there. But Formal does get that kill. Opal still in the hands of OPTIC as the score will go up, and Lucid trying to rotate towards spawners, trying to rotate towards his teammates. Gets cut down momentarily, but Trippy does have that shock rifle here for OPTIC Gaming, so Eco's going to be under some pressure.
What shot did Trippy just hit, by the way, as he's flying into gold off screen? You saw he gets the headshot, and look at this, Eco just making sure that no time's going to happen. No time going to tick up for OPTIC, just plays the ball and buys a lot of time for Space Station.
Just puts that ball in such a horrible position for OPTIC. He almost rolled all the way towards his spawning teammates as well. And now, once again,
he's just the go.
The king of the pipes is Eco in this game. 2 dead for OPTIC Gaming. Stella's going to get that camo.
Let's see if Stellar can stay alive. This would be huge. He had help in pipes, but he gets taken down. 3 dead in the end. Legend was your last player alive. It was a 1v2 momentarily.
All reset.
All resets.
Ball incoming.
Lucid checking those elevator spawns to make sure that no one from Space Station Gaming has snuck through. Now he turns his attention towards Bound, but Bound had already picked up a kill there. Trippy will trade it out. Stella's flying in to try and deal with Lucid. It's a 1v1. Everyone's sliding everywhere. There's bubbles. There's all sorts going on. It ends in a trade.
This is chaos, bro.
How else would it end in this series? 3 dead for OPTIC for a moment. Formal is your last player alive. We'll see if that affords the opportunity for Space Station to grab the ball, but no, because Formal's chilling pizza. Sounds awfully good right now. The longer this grand final goes, Trippy stays alive in Whirlpool as well. They try to hold down this area, but it's a big push coming in. Formal answers back on the elevator door.
Formal no right really to come out of that with his life. You expected a trade, but he just got that little bit of extra damage in before Bounded. Legend trying the same trick again as last time.
Nice
but
wins by
Formal's learned
Formal.
from those mistakes that OPTIC made before. The Turbine belongs to OPTIC for now.
6 and 14
As
for
does the
Bound.
score still. It's
Yikes.
so low scoring.
Really
as
is.
both teams just headbutting each other for kills.
It really is. It's a very, very different round than round number 1. You can tell these teams realize just how much is on the line here.
Dead Zone
One
10
round
and
away
15
from
with
Space Station,
17
essentially tying up
assists.
this series. And OPTIC Gaming just wants to desperately get this next game on the board to be one game away from resetting the bracket. And surprise, surprise, it's 62 kills to 60 in favor of OPTIC Gaming, only separated by 2.
Stella tried to play ball, but Formal caught the ball. And now, Lucid had that shock rifle as well, so it's going to be shock rifle for OPTIC Gaming and the pipe setup that gave them so much time at the start of the first round. If they can put it to use in the same way, control the map in the same way, and let Formal do what he wants, then this will be an extension of that lead for OPTIC.
Gets big damage on Bound, but unable to take down that last kill. However, based off of the first 2 kills, that buys them
It's a good
lot
time
of
for OPTIC right
Now,
here.
Here they are scoring 43 to 15.
Camo's up.
Well. Trippy trying to move and think about a play ball, but not going to be able to get that ball out into a position where it's not going to be challenged. They're in the 1v1 with Trippy. Trippy
Ooh,
winning. And
nice
Trippy
win.
kills, but Formal now last alive. Where did that camo go? Eco, he's got it in the back pocket. Decides not to pop it quite yet.
Wow.
Again, brilliant decision making from Eco. So many players would have forced a burn there, but he
might be the
knew
GOAT.
He could win that 1v1 and survive with that camo.
He also leaves Lucid there as well. That's going to be 3 dead now for OPTIC Gaming.
Eco might be the
Ball
GOAT.
is still down on that. Eli Ledge.
Oh,
Just
tragic.
As Bound jumps up to grab it, it resets. Just as I was about to say, how long has that ball got left on it before it resets?
Yeah, let's see what the play call is here. Eco still with the camo in hand. Let's see what they can do here. Listen in with Space Station Gaming.
One in red, one in red. Just up right, watch out. Just up right, let loose it. Needles dead zone.
Wait, triple.
Trippy was like bottom mid, guys. Stairs. Yo, Trippy, watch out. Triple, watch your grapple. She's stairs, I think, guys. Yeah, top right, watch out. Oh, battery's dead. Nice, get up, shoot it.
Triple ring. Ball.
Yo, let's get C-flat.
Pushing him.
They're trying to kill him. Bring close.
Watch me.
Watching message. Come in, connect to the box.
Look. Kill me. It's triple.
Enemy has the ball.
Bottom on me. Yeah, bottom. Free kill. You're good. Nice, shit. My dad. Fuck.
Enemy has the ball.
On me.
Okay, 130.
It's just rotating right up.
Minute 14 left. Let's start nice on 3.
Maxi weak. Watch out, Maxi. Watch out, Maxi. Watch out, Maxi tribute. He's front now. Here, one of us.
Oh, that's so fucking cheese.
Nice. What is it? That's 2 games in season.
Good time for OPTIC as well.
That's a lot of time. Watch
Go
the
breaks
camo
though.
as well.
Watch the middle man.
Rich, front right. Watch the top. Watch the top.
I see that. Come on.
They gift SSG a setup again with no play ball.
I suck one.
Nice camo, guys. We get this camo.
Yeah, bottom mid, formal. Bottom mid.
I don't know what OPTIC's doing there.
Watch your 2 shot. Watch a triple. Yeah, no camo, guys. Triple. Nice, on camo. They have camo washing,
Watch out, grapple. Yeah, camo dead.
Why is OPTIC so heavy C plat if their ball guys pipes?
Watch out bottom mid.
Watching shady.
Spawn C.
Let's back up.
OPTIC's getting blended. 55 seconds on the game clock. That's going to be time for SSG.
C flat. C.
Is it weak or no?
No.
I'm watching for
Max ball time. 54 seconds left.
long weak. Here, okay, but I'm
You dead, Legend?
No. That's at the moment.
Sneaky.
But I'm dead. No, I'm dead. Watch out below you. Watch it shady. Look at shady.
After shady. And put turban. Turban weak.
Oh.
Yo, bottom mid. Camo jump.
Yep. He's grappling at me. I'm watching you.
Top right. And pipe door.
2 shots.
Yeah, weak on me. Look at ball.
Watch out, right.
They want pipes, I think.
Yeah, no pipes.
Watch out, bottom tower. Double triple. One tower, maybe
30 seconds. Jones again.
Now they're listening. And
Whoa,
lead.
what the
Space
hell?
Station Gaming, they're ahead,
Did he just get
but
stuck off
only
the
just
bank?
For a second as OPTIC finally gets some kills and OPTIC go back into a lead themselves.
Unbelievable back and forth here coming in. We'll see 3 dead. This could be the final hold here for OPTIC if they pick up a few more kills off of this next SSG push. And Formal has the jump.
Beautiful flank.
Those are your last 2. That could be the round right there with the last 2 SSG players starting to push.
The reason I say no is because SSG just served the game to OPTIC. They run it without looking. They force it too quickly. And now they're going to lose the round because of it. And now they're going to lose the game because of it. OPTIC
Round.
in the last moment, and they will gladly accept.
Wow, unbelievable. They tied
It's going to
the
round
game
3.
here 1-1
Hell on set to
in
relax.
rounds. And back and forth. Finally, OPTIC Gaming goes back in the lead in Slays. They're outslaying 91-88. I cannot stress enough how unbelievably close the kills have been specifically in these objective game types as well. It was a great listen from Space Station. Keep in mind they were trailing by about 7 or 8 kills and about 40 points. They bring the game all the way back to come into the lead at the 80-point mark, but OPTIC Gaming closes it out. As you said, Space Station trying to play their trademark fast play. They're trying to fly through tower. That's not going to be easy. You're going to get baited into those plays by Formal. They catch him off guard, and Formal gets huge damage that essentially secured the round win.
Yeah, I mean, the level of Halo has been so high. I think SSG just panicked a little bit at the end of that round. Maybe they thought they didn't quite have as much time as they did to formulate that push. They try and get over-aggressive, and it just, like I say, falls into the hands of OPTIC, who deserve to be, earned the right to be in that position to force
big
it.
trade.
A couple of dead on either side at the moment. 3v3 in deaths. It's only Stellar and Trippy are alive at the moment, and they're nowhere near each other.
Let's see. Gonna push in. Tries to get the 1v1. Trippy grabs the ball for a second.
Where are the spawns?
And Stellar, as a result, gets the ball, and he's gonna scarper away with shields.
Good rotation. Holy shit.
Coming out of him as he just ushers this thing back very, very gently. It's an elevator hold for SSG.
I mean, such a big win for a number of reasons. Why? The obvious one is he wins the 1v1. That's great. You give yourself a number. But by winning the 1v1, the elevator spawn's coming for the rest of SSG. He can wrap back around to elevator, hold that ball, and get that little bit of map presence they needed as he just continues to put the pressure now onto OPTIC. But surprise, surprise, OPTIC answer back with some shots themselves.
First one to Falls Eco there. The kills will be traded out. Bottom elevator again. 2 dead for both sides. Teams tied 101-101 in kills. This has been unbelievable between these two. And once again,
this
it's
shit's
very
ridiculous.
similar in terms of the amount of points on the board mark round here in round number 3. It's only 5-2. Look how much time has come off of the game clock as a result. This one's ticking away pretty fast.
They grab that
Finally,
before it resets.
SSG will grab. Maybe think about a rotate here. They throw to bottom tower.
I mean,
Comes
there's
camo.
been no room for a full setup yet. No team.
Somebody caught that ball. Oh, Lucid gets
It's
2?
been 2v2v2
What the
for
fuck?
pretty much the entirety of this game, and maybe this
Lucid
is the
gets
first
2 and
opportunity
Lucid
we're
gets
gonna
3,
see
and now
for
OPTIC
a
gets the
full
ball.
Setup. Space Station will lose all 4 members.
And the
Trippy gets
camo and the
off
shock.
back of it. The oddball is at
Oh!
as Eco explodes on the batteries.
And maybe this is what they needed to side of
Hey,
OPTIC
yo.
Gaming. Whoa!
Hey, yo.
They certainly wanted it. They pick up another one. Trippy with the camo and the shock. They call him Big Game Trip for a reason. Might pick up another one here. Eventually, he'll be traded out.
Kind of an
2 dead for
unfortunate
both
trade.
sides. 3 dead. Lucid is your last
OPTIC
player
finally
alive.
learns how to play the ball.
Lucid is going to find Legend in front of him. Go!
Holy Insta!
Explodes him. Dave Walsh, wherever you are in the world.
He's in the building.
Yeah, he actually.
He's smiling in the building there after the insta-splode from Lucid. How many times?
He said wherever you are in
is
the
Lucid
world.
as your last
Dave Walsh
player
standing
alive
20
doing
feet
wild
to his left.
things like that?
I was going to say, if Walsh, wherever that happens in the world of Walsh is, he just sits bolt upright.
Just,
Even
yeah.
if it's the middle of the night.
Just knows the bat signal goes up. He knows there's been an insta-splode somewhere. And the entire Walsh family, they smile. 35-7 here in our round number 3.
OPTIC plays the ball again.
Here. Shroud will go down. Just
Stellar
to keep
somehow
Stellar
does
alive
not
for a
die
few
to that
extra
sticky.
seconds, but the extra seconds
Lucid
aren't
cleans
enough
him
for
up.
Lucid to think about changing his decision to chase him down. Eco's last alive here. 35-7 is the score, and OPTIC have been in control more than I think we've seen of any round so far, as they get another 2 dead. But hey, surprise, surprise, it's 2 dead on either side once more.
Yes, they were really patient to get their points on the board. Look at Stellar somehow staying alive, and once again, just beautiful 1v1s coming in here, and the Death Zone will eventually be taken down as well. 1 dead for each side, as trying to see a hold come together for OPTIC Gaming. See what Lucid could do from bottom mid.
Lucid might have a really good flank on these 2 players, by the way. If he can win these fights, then there could be an opportunity for a setup. He knows Bound's still here. He's taking damage in the back as well. He takes the 1v1. He accepts it. Bound will win that fight eventually, but there's the damage in the back. That's what keeps
That's time
those
for
numbers a
SSG.
little bit more sane. SSG have the ball in elevator, but they're very split across the map at the moment.
The big question was, where was Trippy? He was the last guy alive for just a second. He's a staggered kill coming at glass, which means this will be more points on the board. Stellar maybe thinking about a rotate or a play ball here. Right now he's trapped in top elevator. Really spread across the map, these 2 teams.
Lucid re-challenged that. I think Legend did not think that Lucid were going to walk back down long haul after they had that initial little joust. Trippy has the camo, but Eco sniffed him out for now. He's going to have to just survive and let him get away with it. So the score is getting closer. What a hold this has
41
been
for
from
Tommy
SSG,
Lucid,
by the way.
42.
This was the power-up that allowed OPTIC
37
to
and 28 for
It was about a
Stellar
30-point
as
lead
well.
for OPTIC Gaming. Guess what? It's
High game.
completely gone. We're tied at 39. What can Trippy do here?
Trippy's going to fly in. He wants to clean up the damage onto Stellar. Stellar will take one down before he
Three
gets
dead.
taken down himself. And OPTIC
Time
will
for
keep
OPTIC.
the ball in elevator and will go back into a lead. They should cross the 50-point mark here. And Space Station is backs against the walls.
Very good play there from Trippy with the camo and the grapple specifically to prevent the play ball from going bottom middle. That will mean more points on the board and a momentary 15-point lead for OPTIC Gaming.
Balls throw down into Turbine. Trippy versus Bound. Bound will be taken down elsewhere.
3 dead for SSG again.
OPTIC Gaming win the battle as the odd ball will fall into the hands of Lucid. The shock, though, will go to Stellar, and he can even numbers up very, very quickly.
He was in a momentary 1v2. Now he's going to be pushing that against even greater deficit. Picks up the first one with ease, and still has half of the shields to bring to the battle.
He's trying to cut middle of the map as well, because he knows OPTIC want to rotate. Gets the call out. There's a one-shot bomb tower.
Yo, nades.
2 frag grenades are going to be enough for him to win that fight.
Tommy Lucid is making fucking plays.
The trade will come in, but the trades favor OPTIC because they have that lead.
Exactly what I was going to say, Mark. Formal knew he was the last player alive bottom tower. The fact that he picks up that kill on that trade prevents another SSG hold. It's a big one because still a 20-point lead, 21 points for OPTIC Gaming.
1 minute left.
Tommy Lucid has 49.
OPTIC know they just have to keep Space Station off of that ball. And if they can do that, then they will go within 1 game.
He's shooting everything. He just fought 3 different people. Camo's up.
It's a great play call from OPTIC. If they can execute
50
here,
for Lucid, 51. 52. And camo.
The cherry on top of the cake.
This guy is God.
It's going to be the odd ball. And Lucid stands next to it and says,
oh, they're playing time.
They're not cutting ball. They are not cutting ball. They're going to bait these kills. They're going to hope for another team wipe with only 25 seconds left. He just resets the ball for a touch.
Making sure it doesn't reset. Stellar gets 1.
With the time on the clock here, he still has camo. 18 seconds left.
He goes in his ass cheeks.
Bound gets 1. Lucid will clean up some more damage though.
He doesn't know about eco. He doesn't know eco's in his ass cheeks.
Make a hero play here, but that's not going to be enough. Eco, you're a pretty good
Eco last guy. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. OPTIC's gonna win it. Tommy Lucid just dropped 54. Oh my.
1 game away from resetting
Holy shit.
Big kills coming in unsurprisingly in this game as well as we went all the way to 3 rounds. And what if I told you, you saw some 40 bombs coming in. How about Lucid with a 53 bomb?
54.
Wow. I mean, the level of...
Sorry, 54 kills.
We shortchanged him. Sorry.
We did.
Sorry, Tommy.
54
What's the damage?
in a game where a lot of the lobby
Pause 19.
and the 30s in the kills. Lucid goes huge. How about a 24.7 KDA?
29 assists for Dead Zone.
Unheard of here in a grand final on the main stage.
This is his first grand final. He's on this main stage right now and thinking, what is going on? I am not used to this, but I can tell you, I bet you
Yeah,
enjoy
I
it if they
mean,
win this
both
next game
OPTIC
they
and
make a
SSG
series of it. Legend
seem much
be
better.
The first grand final
Seems
of
like they
his
both
career.
upgraded.
We're sure there'll be more ahead of him, but for now,
Yeah,
OPTIC,
righties.
1 game away.
All right,
from
game 5, live fire
resetting the
TS.
bracket here in their
Lock back
hometown.
in, brothers.
Lucid POV after dropping 50. Only seems fair.
It really does. 54 kills on the board for him, and he's going to be looking to adding to that total.
Yeah, definitely
of course,
too bad,
throughout the
Brackhead.
rest of
But,
this grand final.
them's the
Kills
breaks.
exchanged early on, but you're right. All
That's
the
how it
closeness
goes.
of these matches and the carnage. We've almost lost track of the fact that, of course, once again, you have the first time a European player
that
has
brother
ever
got a
been in
ring.
major Halo Grand Final in over 20 years of competitive play. Already making history. We'll see if he can continue to do that. But in order to do so, they need to stay alive. Space Station Gaming with their backs against the walls. If they lose this game, we will go to a second best of 7.
Well, Slayer's going to be the game type here on live fire, and Formal's going to have that sniper rifle. Even though OPTIC don't have a lead, there might be an opportunity for him to do some work here. But oh my goodness, the entire kill feed turned blue. SSG wiped OPTIC. They will get
That's
the
insane.
camo, they will get the sniper rifle, and this is trouble. Stella's got the sniper. OPTIC.
Who the fuck is we?
Absolutely vaporized all at once.
No way, Ease is talking about OPTIC and he said we.
Push, it's hard to think of a better example. All 4 players respawned at the same exact time because of how clean the timing was. And now SSG, they're up 9-3. Looking to send this series the distance and not go home in this one.
OPTIC just slowing the pace down for a second. They kind of had to because a few of them were on the death screen just spectating. Now that they're back on the map, they can think about how they want to approach these next few moments of the game. Stellar just locking down some lanes at the moment. OPTIC will know that he has this sniper rifle, and that's
Everyone's standing still.
why they're reluctant to peek.
As you say, 5-kill lead. Extends here at 9.
Oh,
Ooh, he knows Lucid's coming through. 2 players in mud. They're going to try to get away.
And see, there it is, Ease. That's
Stella
insane.
just holding the angle.
That's insane.
2-man push coming, and actually 3-man push. Dead zone also on.
God knows what he's going to say if they win
He's
this
got
event.
the timing as well to line that shot up. Teammates are there. But Optic again a little bit the better at this battle.
This is
And
so
uncharacteristically
milky,
here,
bro.
Stella
What is
can't hit
going
the
on?
headshots, can't even hit the body. And you have to say that was an incredible push
SSG
there
still
from
up by
Optic
5.
Gaming. Just shoulder bring some of those pillars, just making him use those shots but not being able to connect. SSG still have the lead as Legend flies forward, but Optic back in this.
Yeah, Optic right back in this here. Only one dead. Legend and Bound will both fall here, so it becomes 12-8. Forward elusive POV. Take a look at the camo as 2 were dead. This is a very big point in the game.
That's momentarily 3 dead for SSG. And even though they're spawning inside of the garage here, they're going to have to be careful because damage has been done. And Lucid doesn't need to be asked twice. QT's going to be there as well. Form will pick up another. Legend narrowly avoids the green gun. It comes
wow,
back
and he
to
avoids the
kill
nade
himself.
too.
Optic 2 dead. That camo is such
What the
a
hell?
focus. It's a double kill for Legend.
Oh my
Form
God.
with a QT will slow things down, but not enough to stop
SSG still by
Bound from
3.
collecting this power up.
This is big. Former with the QT, Bound with the camo. We'll see how this plays out. Only 3 kills separating the 2. Let's get to a listening now with Space Station.
Underneath me as well, Brayden.
I'm trying to look. Yeah, that's just weak.
I'm dead, Kevin. Watch out, Kevin.
Nice guys, weak.
Sniper,
I'm pushing it.
That sniper, Kevin. Or someone.
I'm pushing it.
I think they see you for a sec, Legend. You have no help.
Getting into green. I have sniper tower.
Check Legend's position.
Yeah, I see you, Legend. I'm gonna come big, right?
Right, Red's weak. Okay, I'm gonna put it.
Okay, watch out.
Watch it. You're 2 kilo, both weak. No, watch out,
Yeah,
kilo.
I'm seeing towers.
Watch our screens, watch our kilo.
Seeing towers, so.
No, reset the map,
I don't want to snipe from tower, though, by the way. I want to snipe. I'm gonna go bigger.
Libby.
Go tower bound. Can you go tower?
Yeah, I'm jumping. Okay, put him in. I go in. Watch out, put him in again. 2 shots, 2 guys, put him in. 2 guys kilo.
Watch out, rat. Watching your big door. We hold for QT. Watching your big. Make sure they don't push me. Watching big. I'm staring big with snipe. Watch out, big. Dead. Nice. Top A on the pistol.
Pushing top
I
A.
have QT.
Top A weak. Top A dead. No one in there. I'm pushing you, Nick. Don't see anyone. I think the cuts. Okay, one's on the way.
Loader weak. Watch out about it.
Yeah. One tower.
Watch out about it.
Damn.
One's a cut. He's not weak. Watch his red. He's coming. Red is one shot.
Top A, Legend. Screens on Legend. Look over.
Coming.
Check it. 2 shot Keter. After red. Trippy. One and die.
Top A, watch out, Keto.
Dead. I don't mind.
I'm sniping top mid.
Let's careful.
Ugh.
Let's get back to tower again.
Small.
Small.
The screens.
Keto.
Go small.
Two one shots.
Yeah, I'm saving guys. Back up.
Alright, camo in 20.
I don't want to snipe from tower, by the way.
Somebody should. Okay, Pilos. I'm looking. Pilos weak. Dead.
Looking big with snipe.
Pilos again. Stop it.
Cut on me, weak.
Come on, I'm here.
One Keto.
Put him in. I'm watching out. Put him in. I'm coming. Trying to come in. Pillars.
I think we start playing aggressive.
Dumb door. Okay,
Camo in 2.
last one. You're last one. Maybe dog. I'm in it. You're gonna have snipe camo careful.
No,
No, snipe is gone. Snipe is gone. Guy top mid, though.
They have camo.
Repulsor's up also.
What cuts anyway?
I'm in. Watch out mid. One in death. One in death. Top mid. I'm pushing green.
Bottom and dead.
Pushing green, guys.
Camo in the
In
split.
the
Camo split. Camo split. Watch the top big camo. Camo in A, watch it. Formal.
I don't see him. He's here on the pole.
Yeah, hungry guys. Nice.
Stuck me.
I'm Nest. No idea.
Sniper and Quantum in 30.
Training, Kevin.
We see
SSG by 7. This is a long listening.
Sitting training, guys.
All these stickies.
Just hit me up.
Well, the first 2/3 of this game have belonged to Space Station, you would say, but Optic is starting to just chip away at that lead a little bit here, Andy.
Wow.
Dead zone with another here, and Legend have to retreat back to keep himself alive.
Very nice repulse there of the green. Rat Tunnel just sends that back on the 180 repulse. And even
Comes the
holds
push
his
from
angle
Optic.
there.
Optic down by 4.
4 kills separating the 2.
SSG got to be careful here. This is what we talk about with the Slayer games, right? When they have momentum, when they have the pace going their way, they can get these leads, but it's when they start to get a little bit kill hungry, when they start to get a bit over-aggressive,
Nice
that they
shots.
just let people and teams back into these games. Is that going to be the case here, or was Stella getting away with that sniper? Is that the comfort blanket that they need in this game?
Very big 1v1 there from Legend to win that against Lucid. Keeps them in the lead, but only by 5. Far from over just yet, and guess what? Sniper rifle and repulsed in the hands of Formal here on tower side.
Formal going to relocate to tower, you would imagine, to try and get some angles. Stella just falls just quick enough to not be caught in the reaction time that Formal has. Bound gives a little poke. Checks the cheeky jump up angle.
The fuck?
Battle now happening in and around that camo once more. Bound, Stellar combined to get that kill themselves. Stellar goes
Oh
in
my
now,
God.
repay the favor. It's 2 important kills at this stage of the game. It's 7 kills now to go for Space Station to put their second game of the series on the board.
Very big kills. Somehow Bound, as you say, keeps Stellar alive. Stellar in the end, though, gets caught off by the big door and the green angle. So just like that,
Not a great death from Stellar.
Kill game, 43-38.
Uh-oh.
Zone gets the kill, but it's traded out.
Big melee,
by
big
Stellar.
trade.
Trippy with another one, and now we're looking at OPTIC and saying these needs to be no
Hang
trade
on a
situations,
second.
and
OPTIC
that's
down by
what
3.
has just happened.
Camo coming up.
Trippy gets 2 without response. Legend will get 1 just to slow
It's a big
things
kill by
down
Legend.
for a second more. The camo could be the game here on either side.
Really is 3 kills now. No,
I like this play
another
from
one comes in
Lucid.
though for Bound. 46-42.
Teammates
Once
are all
the camo
dying, though.
player,
This isn't
will
gonna
decide
work.
the game.
Gotta get
Bound on 2
active.
kills there. Lucid's going to get away with the camo, but
A good
I think
camo
SSG
grab.
have realized that they might be able to afford a camo going.
They might even collapse right now before the camo can make a play. Let's see how they play this. They're actually going to slow the game down. They're going to sit top mid, try to bait the camo out, and Lucid maybe say,
Wait, bro.
48-45, not over yet.
Are they going to regret this? Stellar gets
Oh, but
one
Stellar
himself.
gets trippy.
Lucid cannot challenge that kill because otherwise he'll go down as the last kill. It's 1 to go here for SSG. Lucid has to take this fight. He's on an island right now. You can see SSG
49,
trying to sniff him
45.
out, but he cannot find anything to play off of. Space Station now
This
go
is
hunting
so
for that
sus,
last kill
dude.
themselves. The camo has disappeared. Lucid will be the final
Lucid
kill,
gets active.
and
Holy
SSG
shit.
answer back
Was
to
he the only one
OPTIC.
pushed up?
It's 3-2 now, but SSG are hot on the tails.
Damn, that is
Another game that,
that
of
is
course,
sus.
comes down to the wire. 50-46, your final
But
score.
all right, it's not over yet. Well, I mean, obviously it's not
Really
over.
good
We got a
closure
minimum of
from
like
Space
fucking.
Station there.
There's gonna be at
Allowing
least 2 more
themselves
games.
to deprioritize the camo. They knew it would be a factor, but they knew they could play around it. They could continue to add up the kills because they had that kill cushion. Here's a look at the stats in just a moment. Some big outliers going to be Legend, the newest addition. Not only does he lead the team to victory, he also leads the team in kills, 17 to his name.
This guy loves Live Fire Slayer. We saw him drop 21 a little bit earlier on in the tournament, and now he drops 17 in a grand final to give Space Station a little bit of hope back in this series.
Perfect Halo on display. They've done it once. The question is, can they do it again to force us to a game number 7?
We spoke to Bound, and he was saying that sometimes SSG play their best Halo when they know they have no more mistakes to make. We're not quite in that territory yet, but they will certainly be in a position where they're feeling the pressure a little bit more. Strongholds is going to be the game type. 250 points to win here.
All right, man.
That shock rifle
Plaza
could be a
holds.
game changer.
Turn
We're
me
starting
up.
off with the man who dropped 17 kills to drag Space Station back into this series. It's the Frenchman. It's Legend.
Truly unbelievable. 17 kills in a game that they won by 4, keeping his team alive in this series. They desperately want to force this to a game number 7 and the opportunity to end the grand finals in just 1 series.
One thing you don't want to do is go 2 dead off the rip, because then you're going to have SSG flying at you. It should be a camo pickup here for Space Station Gaming, and it is. The last player alive is trapped in blue already. And this is a worrying moment here for OPTIC at the start of this game. Even in the first few seconds, there might be a triple cap on the cards.
From Eco keeping his camo player alive at all costs. Really good help just in case Stellar might have been on the receiving end of additional shots. The Stellar versus Trippy battle continues. Time will also continue here for SSG on the BC hold, 25 points on the board.
The information that Stellar's just got as well. We've still got the camo, so he can avoid all the shots. And OPTIC are trying to bait a kill out here, and Formal will bait that kill out. It's Legend who maybe just goes a little bit quicker than his 2 teammates to try and force the fight on A, and that falls into the hands of OPTIC. They haven't played this so well.
Wow. Eco's your only player alive here.
Eco gets 3.
Pressure, but guess what? Eco answers back with a triple kill, maybe more.
Where?
Time will expire on that, but how about getting 3 dead for SSG?
6-0 start
just
for
when
Eco.
you think you've done the job and can push out of your base, instead Eco picks up a triple and ensures that his team now goes into a 60-point lead.
Eco has started this game 6-0, by the way. Might be able to pick up his first death now as he comes under pressure. Still has 1 shot left with that shock rifle as OPTIC try and convert B. Looks like he'll give this one up. Now the flank comes in as well. He's got the repulse. He's trying to turn attention away to help some other teammates.
Brother trying to
Lucid, though, should
multitask
be able
every
to
fucking
take the
where.
fight at sea. There's an opportunity for OPTIC to start scoring here.
Brother looked
And
away
it's
in the
one
middle of
they
a
will take.
Stellar
gunfight.
flies out right away. That's big because they keep 2 dead for OPTIC Gaming. Lucid's weak on truck here, which means 3 dead. Last player's going to be at snipe. big damage once again, just because Eco's able to stay alive. As
SSG's going to flip B right back.
So Space Station only lose control of the scoring for a few moments. Former does stay alive for long enough to at least have some spawners around.
Ah, nice shots.
From Bound. It's going to be clean to take down another Optic member. Look at Eco bottom middle as well, doing so much damage. It's a 2v2.
Good nade, what the fuck?
You're happy with those numbers.
How did that bounce like
As you
that?
said on the map for both sides, and it's been what we've been saying now for what feels like about an hour and a half, just so back and forth between
Optic
these
is
two.
getting
Keller
fucking
stays alive.
blended right now.
Double kill with the camo. Let's see what he can do at yard. 3 dead.
Trippy left alive as well, and it's going to be a triple cap here for SSG. It's 95 points.
Triple
and
cap cheese for
rising
SSG.
as the triple cap is stifling. Legend gets the kill without getting traded.
Look at this.
And now Stellar with the camo. He could have a field day.
Oh boy, this was what was dangerous because Stellar didn't even have to work hard with that camo to get the first few triple cap. A killing spree for him on screen. 3 dead again. They're gonna get the A reset, and it's perfectly timed. I think everyone watching at home was worried when the trip cap came in without Stellar having to burn the camo or even really be involved in the battle. It was always gonna spell disaster for Optic Gaming. And just like that, 156-3, the triple cap continues.
Optic are trying to break out through mid here. Stellar, boy,
Bro, Optic is getting fucked up.
Just as if it's bad enough for Optic right now. It's gonna be 3 dead again. It's 4 dead back to back. SSG.
Trippy's on a goose.
They have Optic in that blender.
3 wipes in a row, and Mark, you said it. We've seen 250 to zeros. This one is potentially going to be very close to that. The triple cap continues. No kills recorded just yet for Optic Gaming. It's 205-3.
Optic need to
All right,
stay
Trippy got
focused
his.
here. They need to
No
think
goose.
1, 2 dead, 1, 3 dead. We're back in
But
the
this
game.
shit might
But
be
for
over.
Now, SSG are just not allowing
2
them
dead
to
for
breathe.
Optic.
They are hunting them down. And Optic.
I mean, this is over. This is over.
Stays alive for long enough for Legend to pick up another kill. This is domination from SSG.
Staggered spawns, though. Look at this. They might be able to finish C. We'll have to see. It's 3
literally
dead.
over.
Last player on drive.
GG.
That's going to be the game.
It's going to be a perfect game.
What
from
the
SSG,
fuck?
but
All
an
right.
Absolute miracle.
What the fuck?
250 to 3 points.
What on earth did we just witness? Space
The
Station
first game?
outslays 31-12. And
It's
Eco
not
goes 11-2. In one of
super
the
tightly
fastest, if
contested.
not the fastest strongholds we have seen in a very
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
long time. Dominating does not begin to describe what
How
you
fast
just
was
saw.
that?
Do not adjust your
428.
television sets.
Trippy got
250-3
1
is your
kill.
final score.
Trippy drops 1 kill, and it's not even his fault, I think. It's just complete and
Yo,
utter
shout
map
out
control,
Trippy for
power
getting his
control,
1, bro.
power, weapon control. It's a game type which is unrelenting of the Halo Championship Series right here in Arlington, in front of the Optic crowd. Optic, though, still have the chance to reset the bracket here, to give us some more Halo, another series for them to come back.
All right, man.
And maybe lift that trophy
Game
themselves.
motherfucking
Game 7 is gonna
7.
be Aquarius. Slayer, first to 50 will win it.
Everything on the line between these two. 1 game to decide the series, potentially 1 game to decide the tournament. It's going to be Slayer on Aquarius for Game 7 between Space Station and Optic Gaming.
Well, it's a good start for Optic and a good start for Trippy. A little bit of a difficult game for him in the last one. And like I say, the game type sometimes doesn't allow you to do anything that you want
Former
to.
with OS.
He gets that first individual battle and he wins it. And off the back
H4F,
of it,
my
Optic
glorious
Gaming
king.
will have the overshield. Former's picking it up.
Oh no.
3 to 3.
Oh,
He's gonna
no.
say he's under too much pressure here
Who pinched on
somehow.
SSG?
SSG
4 dead. What the? Whoa.
An absolutely clean wipe. Formal gets a little bit aggressive, and he kind of goes car 1 to get angles into the
I think if Optic's gonna push, they gotta push for those kills.
Station answers back. They actually send players car.
They push
as
up halfway
well
and they just
as
sit
going
still,
down
and then
bottom,
SSG just
middle,
swarms
and
them.
Pink to just shut down that overshield.
They get a
and
quick
it's
pinch
5
off.
to 3 off of what felt like it was guaranteed to be an Optic Gaming early lead.
Optic Gaming are trapped in yellow here. This is bad news for them. You can see it should be
And
a
now they're
second kill
trapped.
here for Stellar as well. He will get it.
4 kill lead for SSG early.
Again for Optic Gaming. Trippy is last alive, and Space Station have come out of the gates in this game 7. It's 8-4 in their favor.
Big credit due there for the side of Space Station. As we said, it was first kills, the lead, and the overshield going to Optic Gaming. They immediately fly out of their base to shut that down, and they catch Optic Gaming off guard.
2 more kills for Space Station is 10-5, still doubling up on the score. Legend just holding down the pink tower, but now he's got 3 members of Optic Gaming in front of him on the pink, but This man has no fear. He challenges them all, buys enough time for the rest of SSG to come and try and clean up this damage. Go stays alive, tries to drop back down. Trippy will have to escape, but Bounce hunted him.
Trippy does win that one off the nade. It just banks up to the top jump. So 13-7 inch score, still a sizable lead for SSG. Ooh.
What the?
Trippy
What
comes
the?
out somehow.
Still alive.
Not only alive, but getting that kill. The overshield's coming up as well. And little moments like that might be what changed things here.
Oh,
But there's
beautiful
Eco
quick
with a
flank
double
by
kill.
Legend.
Legend flies in. It might be a triple
Dives
kill.
to a nade
Kill
shot,
here
but
for
that was
Eco.
such a good
Stella's
play.
gonna take it away.
3 dead
The
for
overshield's
OPTIC.
still down.
Wow, just back and
OS
forth
is
with
still
the backside,
down. That's a
17 to
6-kill
11.
lead
Still
for
bound, does
SSG.
not pop the overshield. He's not able to.
OS
Legend
is
the last
still
player
down,
alive
I
for
think.
SSG. Can he grab it? No, all the way at car 1.
OPTIC
This
should
will
get
be
that.
An OPTIC gaming overshield.
Finally, everyone runs out of grenades. It was just nade after nade after nade. It was just an absolute nuke fest down around that overshield. Trippy goes for the beatdown.
Oh my god.
It's 3 dead for OPTIC, and that play in a Game 7 can hurt a little bit more.
Second time in a row that the OPTIC gaming overshield was absolutely nuked by Station, excuse me. 2 nades come in, and then Eco flies out of the connector to get the trade on the overshield as well. That means 22-16, and just when you thought OPTIC had control, they had 4 dead, they had the overshield. No, Space Station shuts down the overshield again.
Well, this is OPTIC's chance to get a bit of map control here. That was 2 dead, 3 dead. Eco last alive. And even though it's a little bit of a shaky start for them, they've kept it close here, OPTIC. Only 3 kills between the 2 teams. Space Station trying to stay alive and not show for long enough for them to get multiple players back on the map. But look at Eco. He's been a sneaky little someone inside of that fridge and manages to get a back smack.
Pushing here on the fridge.
What did he just say?
Lucid needs to come in and clean this up as well. They will get the 2 dead that they needed. However, 2 kills traded out, but 25-21. Most importantly, OPTIC has kept this game close. Not out just yet, down by 5.
Legend's got another kill as well. That's 2 in a row for him.
Legend is somehow picking up cross maps.
A little bit more. Trippy gets that heat wave though, and
oh, here comes SSG fast. Oh shit!
From OPTIC, usually it's when Trippy gets that heat wave and is allowed to go to work, but immediately he gets shut down as Bound finds 2.
They are getting
He's
swarmed.
looking for the 3rd on Formal as well. Legend will clean it up. 30-22, SSG.
8-kill lead for SSG.
How about the timing? They get the
This should be an OS grab.
Popping now. OPTIC is trying to get immediate eyes on this overshield, but
Formal
I
is
think it's
1 in
right
8.
away. Stellar does grab it immediately, and now 31-23.
SSG is just playing so much faster than OPTIC, bro. They are moving as a unit and just collapsing on their shit.
Right here, right now.
It shows you that the stats don't tell everything, right? We were saying coming into this Game 7
OPTIC cannot get their bearings.
have a perfect record, and the SSG do not. Well,
Formal's gonna get caught out solo again. 1 in 9 for Formal. Trippy falls.
Walking towards OPTIC Gaming, and his name is
Dead zone
Stella.
dies.
He is flying in. He's looking for another kill here. Lucid will get
there goes
traded out.
Lucid.
It's 2 dead again. It's 35-24.
Lucid manages to shut down the overshield, but at
11 kill lead for SSG. And you gotta think this is probably the tournament.
Space Station Gaming and Stellar's overshield felt like compared to other power-ups.
What a
throughout
run
the
from
series,
SSG.
It lasted forever. They stack up an 11 kill lead here with 7 minutes left.
Well, the OPTIC fans trying to get behind.
Still a lot of
this squad,
time
trying
left.
to
Anything
drive
can happen.
them to get back into this game. Eco's going to be behind 2 players here. The nade comes in, and Trippy
Big
will
kill
get
from
the
OPTIC.
The flank has now been dealt with as Lucid will pick up yet another, but it needs to be some good Halo. They need an overshield.
OPTIC can't afford to trade here, though.
Next overshield, if it goes the way of SSG, it might be curtains.
Big win by Lucid.
36 now to 27. Can OPTIC slow this game down enough to try to get back in it? It feels like an impossible task with the way the Space Station has been playing, not only in this game, but in the last 3 games since that game number 5 win. 37-28. OPTIC Gaming needs a little bit of a miracle and some brilliant teamwork to get back into this game number 7.
Legend keeps getting the first pick in these team engagements. And he gets yet another one here. Lucid, you can just see he looks a little bit unsure about where the Space Station Gaming members are. The comms seem to be falling apart a little bit here for OPTIC, and SSG are taking advantage. It's 8 kills, the advantage now for SSG. They are 10 away from becoming your champions.
You can tell they're even starting to trade here on the car side. They know that this gap is big enough here with an 8-kill lead that they can trade a lot
Here
more
comes
than
OS,
they
though.
usually be able to at a stage like this in the game. 41-32. They crossed the 40-point mark, now only 8 kills away from closing it out.
Dead Zone gets OS. Formal dies again. Formal is 1 in 11. Oh my god!
But Space Station now within touching distance. They can smell it, they can taste another championship.
Down 3-1 in this series, forcing a game number 7, and off of Stellar's brilliant overshield play, the team wraps around that. They rally around those pushes, and still up by 9 here, 6 kills away from closing it out.
Stella gets taken down. The damage should be enough to be cleared up. Formal's going to be last alive here. Respawns do come in, and that might help him stay alive.
Hang on, Optic's only down 6. Wait a second.
Adjust your TVs here, everybody. OPTIC still have a chance.
Hang
The
on.
wall chant erupts versus a let's go. OPTIC chant answers back.
Big kill by Legend.
Traded out 46-40. Still a 6-kill lead. Only one team wipe required for SSG to close out the game and the tournament.
Eco's going to get spotted out. Uses those frag grenades just to slow down the
Kirby
push
gets
towards
back
it.
smacked.
Dead zone trade. Great news is it's now just 3 kills for SSG to call themselves champions. It's Legend who gets another.
48-42.
And the man who's playing in his first ever grand finals, the first ever international player
This should
to
be
get
it.
this far in the tournament. He wants to be the player to end it. It's 49 as Legend looks for the 50th.
This should be it.
Not just for SSG, but for all of international.
SSG wins.
Bound will get it.
Holy shit.
And SSG will be the first winners.
And probably one of the best displays of Halo we've ever seen.
And Legend makes his
SSG wins in Game 7. Legend becomes the first international player to ever win a championship.
Chills here for me in the casting booth in Arlington.
And SSG wins our opener.
History made as a European player wins the first ever major event in 2 decades of competitive play. 50-43 is your
And that is a
final score
painful loss for
in
Optic.
the final game of the series. Down 3-1, they rally back.
And a 3-1 comeback in the finals for SSG as well.
In your grand finals.
Well, SSG are on the main stage right now.
And that's
You
got to
can
feel
see
great for
they
SSG,
are ready to get those hands on that trophy.
who I
A
think
proud moment for Europe.
blew a 3-1 in the finals
Proud
twice
moment
last year,
for Space Station Gaming.
if I'm not
They
mistaken.
are your champions.
SSG gets their get back.
What can Stellar say?
Brilliant tournament out of
There's one
Legend.
player in
Brilliant
the
tournament
world
out of
you're
Stellar,
gonna
as
team change
always.
for, and it's the player who just hoisted the trophy at the first event
And of
the
course,
season.
Eco and Bound.
Stellar, Legend, Eco, Bound, and Coach Elamite Space Station Gaming are your champions here in Arlington.
And he can pick the place